We're going in.
I think
We're
we're
in.
live.
We're in.
Let me refresh this thing, and this will probably go on for a second because I'm
let me
Did you
refresh.
a pro
remember
streamer.
did
And there we
Yes.
go.
you remember
Hi,
your
everybody.
cover sheets on your TPS report?
G-May!
Yay.
What's up, chat? How you guys
Pookie.
doing? Nice to see you, Pookie. Mr.
Pookie
G-May's
May.
here. Good to see you, G. Pookie. And and E's here. Which I love that. You took my stapler. But that's, you know, that movie.
That's it. I'm gonna burn the building down.
that movie, it should be mandatory for everyone that works in an office, and I work with way too many people that have never seen it. How could you have never
movie?
Office Space?
Office Space. It's
I haven't seen it.
basically it's a training video.
You have to see it. It's
a what training video?
awesome. It's
It
for
can
anybody
work as
that's
a
ever
training
worked in
video.
an office, you will understand exactly what they
Oh,
go through.
Yeah, I
It's a
mean,
comedy, but it works as a training video. Like about about things ways you shouldn't be when you work in an office. Like,
Well, this guy
you got the wide variety of characters that
it starts with this guy getting hypnotized, right? Because he's trying to quit smoking because thinks he has a problem with quitting smoking, but really deep inside he knows he has a problem with his job. Really.
Right.
It's not the
Yeah.
smoking. He would stop smoking if he didn't hate his job so bad, right? So he goes to this hypnotist, and in the hypnotist is a very large man. And as he's being hypnotized in the middle of it, the guy has a heart attack and dies.
Okay. Right.
So the principal who works in an office is still hypnotized. Okay. So it's
really
everything
start
that
with
he
that.
does after that. He realizes in his hypnotic state, he hates his job and starts going in and like cleaning fish guts on his desk. It's like at the
really
year
start this
2000.
way.
So it's all about these TPS reports. He takes the TPS reports and cleans fish on them. He undoes the cubicles, and lets them all fall.
So it doesn't really start like that. It starts off kind of like you see his job, what it's like, and the people that he's surrounded with.
Everybody's
the different
miserable, you can
characters,
imagine.
And then he goes at some point. He goes to the psychotherapist, gets hypnotized. The guy dies. The hypnotist dies.
He dies.
And then this guy Peter. He's permanently in this loop of he doesn't give a shit about his job anymore.
No, he doesn't. And it's hysterical. And so these guys come in to they're what do they call them? They come
like
in to basically
corporate head,
Auditors?
they're a third party. They bring them in to assess to see who's repeating jobs or
it's like
to fire
productivity-
people.
like
Right.
a productivity audit.
It's basically the guys that are going to tell them who to fire and who to keep, right? So our guy goes in there and he just starts to tell them exactly how it is,
Like, I got all these bosses constantly telling me to do this and do that,
And then
They
this
don't
guy
ever
tells me to do
communicate with
that.
each other. And I don't really even do anything. I just fuck around all day. And,
I just sit there and I shuffle.
I
don't
stare at my
care.
computer screen for a few hours.
Tells them everything you wouldn't ever tell anybody, like everything that's in your subconscious.
And then-
he just lets it flow, and these guys love him. They end up loving him.
And
it is
and
so
the main
funny.
boss and this guy's manager, Lumberg, he's always going around and he's got this real like just he's evil in a way that like he's not like just like, "Huh, you didn't put your cover sheets on your TPS reports." He's like, he comes in, he's got his cup and he's like,
Cough to
I'm gonna need you to go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and redo all those TPS reports on Saturday. Okay.
And like, so he's one of those people who's really imposing, and like, then like by the time he goes to this interview with these higher ups, and they're asking. She's like, "So what do you actually do? What's the purpose of the TPS reports?" And the guy's just like, "Yeah,"
Let's
because he doesn't know.
find-
Yeah.
He's just
Yeah,
like,
quite. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I've asked managers before, why is it that I'm doing this? And it's like, I don't know, but it has to be done. And it's like, this is fucking stupid.
Okay, here's
Right,
a
my
I
manager
gotta
just
show this.
reports?
though.
TPS reports don't mean anything. Like that, people have like even debated what's the meaning of the TPS or what
Oh,
it
no, yeah.
stand for,
You know,
and
you're
it
onto a
doesn't mean
winner.
anything.
Yeah.
It's just a report. So, like, everybody knows reports and meetings are full of crap, right?
Yeah. Like
it's
meetings
just-
about when you're going to have the next meeting and why you missed the last one.
Yeah, and we did absolutely nothing with the last stupid meeting that I hate meetings. And
Yeah.
thankfully I have a head manager that said if these boobs do not put an agenda on that meeting, you do not have to go and you don't even have to make a response. And 9 out of 10 meeting invites that I get have no agenda. It's just a bunch of bankers that want to
Right.
blow smoke up my butt. No, thank you.
Oh, I
have
would have
enough
thought
smoke
that
up
could
my
be.
butt. I'm sorry.
Yeah. That could be appealing in one way, but then again, bankers.
Yeah, exactly. No, not these guys.
Yeah.
They're awful.
Yeah.
No, no. They're just trying to smooze you to get you to do what they want you to
Yeah.
do,
No, yeah,
right?
no. That's gonna be
Manipulate you.
Yeah, creepy and get away from my butt.
I had this one guy. Okay, first of all, he's the type that I caught him
Uh-oh.
looking in a mirror and doing one of these.
Oh Jesus!
Dying. I'm at
Practicing
the
his
other
hair
end
flip.
and I'm pointing at him and I'm like,
Hi,
"Dude,
Jen."
look at him. And he's flipping
no
his
butt
hair.
puffing. Butt puffing.
So and I think he was trying to be nice, but you know how just some people just aren't and they come off really super creepy. Hey, Jen, sis. Butt puffing. You know, he's kind of disingenuous. So he emails me one day and he's talking about this loan and I'm not assigned to it. And as I'm telling him I'm not assigned to it, somebody assigns me to it. It was one of those things. And then he sends me this email back that says, haha, you thought you got rid of me or something like that. And I was like,
God.
yeah, I was hoping.
Like a crimpy limpet.
Freaking me out, dude. So yeah, I've got those people at work. It's kind of like butt puffing. All right, so I've got this clip from Office Space. This is really classic. I'm gonna show it.
Okay.
Here. Pro streamer. So how do I do this? I've got that, and I can bring this to the front. Okay, so this is a fun little clip, and it's just a clip. 2 minutes.
No, not again. Why does it say pepper jam when there is no pepper jam? I swear to God, one of these days I just kick this piece of shit out the window.
You and me both, man. I think it's lucky I'm not armed.
Piece of shit.
PC load letter? What the fuck does that mean?
How many times? This is the best. We want to do this so bad. Like
Every
OG.
printer I've ever owned.
This is every printer I've ever encountered, or fax machine. I think it's a fax machine.
Yeah, ours was all in one. You know, I think I might have actually seen this specific bit.
Yeah, this is pretty infamous, this scene where they take a bat and it's all like they're a gang. We get so mad.
Hey man,
It's so satisfying though.
oh yeah.
He only takes, look, this is my
He gives him
favorite.
the bat. He's like,
This guy, he's so angry.
let me at it. Let me at it.
He's like one of those people that goes and he punches it with his
Yeah.
hand.
Oh,
And then,
You're like, man, come on, man.
And the funny
It's
and the
dead,
cool thing
leave
is,
it.
all of
It's
this
dead.
was
It's
one
not
solid
worth
take.
it.
I figured something was
You
This was
catch
all
a
one-
case.
This was all one take. This was actually a one,
Really?
kind of a one.
It's
take.
brilliant. It's really
They-
brilliant.
They were gonna bring. They were gonna bring like 30 or 40 different.
He takes the
prisoners out,
heart. He
and they
takes-
just took the first. They took the first take
Nice.
with this one. So
That guy can dance, by the way. He's pretty
Yeah,
good.
that was pretty. I don't know what the
So-
move's called, but that was a good one.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I always thought that, but yeah. So there's
Yeah,
there's
no, that's-
Office
This
Space.
film, like when you said like a training manual, I just thought, oh, it's going to be like representative of how awful these jobs are. But I can see what you mean now by a training manual, E, because it's like this is how you'd want to be in every job you've ever had, to just be uncensored and just say exactly what you think about how shit it is and
Yeah.
why. That's your training
They
manual.
even-
This is how you start.
they even do
Exactly.
like they even do a thing where like they show. They have what's her name? Rachel from Friends.
Yeah, Jennifer
Uh,
Aniston
Jennifer Aniston. She's a waitress
at
a
like
restaurant.
Fridays at like
It's
TGI
I think
Friday.
It's called Shenanigans
Right.
or something like that.
Shenanigans
like,
and Fridays.
and the manager is like, is like so fucking like, it just harps on her about how much flair she
Flair.
has on her uniform, which are these stupid little buttons, and
You gotta have your flair, and they have all this shit on their.
so he's like, so you see Brian over there, and Brian's this little like kind of blonde kid who's like, and he's like, see how much flair he has, and she's
Like,
and,
it's
and
like
he-
covered
and
in it.
He's like, he's got 30 pieces of flair, you've got 15, and Jennifer Aniston, she's like, you know what? If you want me to wear 30 pieces of flair, then tell me to wear 30 pieces of flair. And she just goes off and flips them off, and then like,
Freaking flair.
Yeah, quite.
You just see how awful those waitressing or waitering jobs are. They're just at those
Well,
big box places, and I think
I've said
well,
it
there's
before and I'll
worse
say it again. I
jobs.
just can't believe that for whatever reason that servers and some railway workers are exempt from minimum wage in the States and have to rely on tips. I'm like,
Yeah.
the fuck is that about?
Oh yeah, it's messed up. It's ridiculous.
Because if
I
you're
remember.
trying to do that job properly, it's hard enough being a server, right? But then if
Right.
you've got to be nice because it making even minimum wage, as poor as that is, relies on you being nice to assholes on top of that. I'm
Yeah.
like, nah, I'd have killed somebody by the end of the first shift.
yeah. And I've
would've been
gone
too
to
much.
interviews. I've gone to interviews where like, for restaurant jobs, and like I had one where like this fucking I was trying to be a dishwasher. I told him like, I've got all this experience with washing dishes,
Yeah,
you know,
it's for
multiple restaurants
public
and stuff.
safety. Let me wash dishes.
This motherfucking manager says, so I think the only position I really have available is a server. How would you like to be a server? I'm like, no, never. Never,
No.
ever, ever, because I don't want my entire paycheck to be based on whether or not someone's feeling kind enough to give me a tip. I bust my ass for people, and I don't get the respect. I'm not
Yep.
doing that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like adversely, people have asked me, "You want to be a manager?" No,
Yeah, I know.
because this
I
is the
don't
same
want to be a
thing.
manager. Well, get this though. So this is what happened to me last week, and kind of what made me want to do this workplace stress stream. So I took one day off last week. I took Monday off, and I get back on Tuesday, and I got assigned this deal, and it was a fairly complex deal. So this shocked me. They wanted to do in-house documents from a program called Laser Pro, and Laser Pro is antiquated and sucks and does not do anything complex at all. You can't like add anything in there. It's just like, it looks like a 1992 program where it's gray screen and then you have little places where you enter stuff, right? It is so old. So because they're cheap, they decide, and they didn't put this anywhere in their approval, of course, so we wouldn't know that they wanted this. They wanted in-house documents. So I said, okay, I can't do that because I don't have access to that crappy antiquated program. Thank you very much, because it's stupid and it breaks down every 2 seconds. So you'll bring it up and then you'll look away to get your paper and you'll come back and it's gone. You're like,
And it's gone.
it's
We're gonna put this into-
and
we're gonna put
and
this
it's
into a
gone.
Roth-
Yes.
We're gonna put this into a Roth IRA,
And it's gone. And your docs are gone. And nothing's saved. And it's gone. Okay. So I don't do those because I lost access to it because nobody wants those crappy documents anyway. They usually go to an attorney, right? So I hadn't used it in like 3 years, and then these idiots all of a sudden wanted these documents. I'm like, I'm sorry. So I sent it to my boss and I said, please assign somebody just to do the documents. She is such a dizzball. My immediate manager, she couldn't wrap her mind around the concept of me closing the loan, one of the other girls with Laser Pro access doing the documents, sending them to me. I check them. If there's errors, I send them back. We do that. We get the documents done. She couldn't think of that. She wanted to reassign the whole transaction to somebody else. I'm like, no. This is how we'll do it. And then she Teams messages me and says, oh, you're brilliant. I'm not brilliant. Can I have your paycheck then, please?
Yeah,
Since I had to
right.
think for you.
Not paying me
Seriously.
for these brains.
Yeah.
Thanks for the
Oh,
$1.28
like
raise,
2
by the way, this year.
Yeah.
My shitty 3% raise, by the way, and you didn't even give my friend that. They gave her nothing. No raise. So we're doing the no
Jeez.
raise shuffle over there.
Well, it's not like inflation and everything's really bad at the moment. It'll be fine. Effectively,
Thank
that's
you.
a pay cut. In real terms, that's a pay cut. So, yeah.
Oh, but they gave
Thanks.
us banking officer titles, though. That was
Oh, did you
lovely.
get a pin badge to go with it?
Yeah, basically. Little
A
sticker.
new piece of flair.
Yeah,
New
New piece of flair.
Put that on your
Flair.
sash and smoke it.
And just like last year, they told us this year, oh, you'll get a better raise next year.
Oh, fuck off.
You know what
Yeah,
I
quite,
hate you.
exactly.
You know what I get for my hard work? A nice little
Welcome
hat.
back, Pole Vault!
Yeah.
Sorry.
Start again.
Hey,
Pervert.
I think I
That was a very nice
got,
piece of flair.
got sunburnt and shit. You know?
Yeah, I see it on your face. I see it. But you had a good time. You caught sharks.
Yeah, I don't like that kind of action. It's,
That was a callback.
Yeah. That was good.
Hell yeah.
It is
Last
hard,
time on
it's
Dragon
hard
Ball
to tell,
Z.
isn't it? He's
Well,
like
you know,
a bronzed Adonis now. It's hard to tell that it is Poe. He gets less recognizable every day.
Right?
yeah, and you know, y'all were talking about workplace, like violence, right?
Stress.
Not yet.
Good
Same-
reason
same-
that.
Okay,
Same
guys.
thing.
We will get to workplace
Everybody-
violence.
Strap
We're
yourselves
building
in.
up to it. We're bottling
We're gonna
it
hear
in,
a
and then
story
we're gonna
about
just
one
let
of-
it all out. In a
Yeah, we're going to hear a
violent
story
rage.
about one of Pol Volt's friends and how he killed several people.
No, no, no. it's-
Exactly.
No, but I did hear that Pole Vault set an entire warehouse of toilet paper on fire because they weren't paying him enough.
Was that you?
It could
Oh,
happen. It
nice.
could happen. Do
Good
y'all know where I
move.
just came from? And I'm not even shitting you on this. I just came from me and Sunshine
Barry.
just came from Mount Caramel.
Ooh, that sounds
Ooh,
tasty.
that
Is
sounds
that
yummy.
next to the Candy Mountain with Charlie the Unicorn?
No, it's where David it's where David Crash that's where David Crash got blown up.
It's
Oh,
sorry.
We
what?
actually went there. We went there and weird shit went on.
What,
We
you
went there. We went to where David Koresh got blown up and stuff.
yeah.
And we went there, and like these people pulled in behind us. And then this dude comes down the freaking thing, and it starts going all psycho and shit. And so they're
You
still out
almost
there.
think you broke into Area 51.
Yeah, no, it's like that. And if you pay $10, you can go there Thursday through Saturday, and it's kind of like
okay.
yeah.
So they're
It's like a
they'll
tourist
just-
thing.
They'll go after you.
That's
only,
kinda
only if
crazy.
you don't pay for their tickets or whatever.
It
Yeah.
was kind of weird, man. It was kind of weird. It was
Yeah.
Sunshine's idea. I didn't really want to go for that.
They need-
But here's the thing. You know what? Anyone that's ever went on vacation is going through what I'm going through right now. And
Yeah.
you when you go on vacation, you're like, man, I just don't need this shit in my life anymore, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to work anymore.
I
And,
know.
and it's gotten down to the point where I'm like, listen, here's the thing. Back in the 70s when I was young, they had like ward cleavers and shit. And my dad could go, one man could go to a normal job,
Yeah.
nothing special, and support his family, go
Yeah.
on a vacation, have a
Preach.
car, have
Right.
have
Have
you
a
know,
home.
have health care, have all the things
Yeah.
that one person and mom stayed at home, took care of the kids, all this shit.
Yeah.
Right? And now I'm in the IT business and my wife is in the medical business, and it's a miracle we can take a vacation and make our bills. And it's and in my retirement or in my plan for happiness is pretty much hold my breath and play the fucking lotto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only
I
way.
feel like as a single woman now, I feel like I'll be working till I die. Pretty much. If hopefully if I, try to strategically invest, like I'm gonna do that. I'll
But
be able
even
to actually
that now
retire
with
in 11
the-
years. But
Even that now, unless things sort themselves out, even that potentially isn't going to have that big a return.
no,
My-
well,
my
and
parents-
luckily I want to work at something. So, I'd probably collect my my Social Security or my whatever, my 401k, and then go to work doing something. I don't care what, but go work at a
Yeah, I mean,
dispensary.
I've thought for a
Friends
long
went on a
time.
cruise last year just because like they thought, well, there's probably never a chance that they'll ever get to again. And this was last year. I mean, shit was still going, kind of weird.
Yeah.
They decided to go to Alaska, and so that was their vacation. They went on a cruise to Alaska. It's like
Yeah.
cool. You get to see Alaska before it gets blown up by some nuclear war or some shit.
Yeah.
There's probably not going to be an Alaska to go to after at some
no.
point.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
So-
like you said,
Yeah.
Justine, I just thought I've got nothing to fall back on or whatever, and like I'm good at budgeting, but I wouldn't never be able to save enough money to stop working. So I pretty much thought, I'm gonna have to work until I die, basically. So yeah,
Yeah.
because the other thing is as well, unless you're rich, like the poorer you are on average, the shorter life expectancy you have. And with the way that retirement age keeps creeping up, I'm thinking retirement age and my death age is pretty much going to match soon.
Right.
Like, seriously.
Yeah. There was
Probably
a
won't even make it to
story.
retiring age at this rate. I might die young,
Yeah.
which is
Well,
okay. I don't want to be old anyways.
At Wells Fargo
Hey.
Bank, I want to say, just in 2024, there was a 60-year-old Wells Fargo employee that was found dead at her desk in Tempe, Arizona, 4 days after she last clocked in. 4 days.
Serious
then-
overtime.
So you
then
found
her
dead at
boss-
a desk.
Yes,
That's what. Okay.
Her boss.
she died at her
boss
desk.
Her boss comes by,
And
you
nobody
put the
looked
cover
for
sheets
her
on
for
your te-
4 damn days. That's the kind of
until-
state of
until
things
her-
that office workers are in.
until her boss comes by and goes, "You didn't put the cover sheets on your TPS report."
TFP, I was just thinking that, yeah.
Exactly.
What's trippy is I actually know people. I know people. I work with people, and I've worked with people over the years. That's like, well, what would you want to die at home? Where do you want to
Oh.
die? They love. Do you know
Yes.
people that
Yeah.
love shitty work?
I wanna
They don't
die
ever
at
want to go
home.
home. Their life is so miserable at
Yeah,
fucking
well,
home
that, yeah.
that they want to stay at work. Work is
Oh,
great.
no. I'd rather
And
die
you
miserable
cannot
at home
outwork
than die
those
miserable
people.
at work.
I
I
think
don't know, though. I think I'd like to try to say, hey, boss, I need to go home. I feel like I'm about to die,
Yeah.
and I don't want to be here when it happens.
I had a
And
heart
I'll
attack
get
at
back
work
to you
and
if
fell
I
down the
don't, but
wall.
I think I might.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
had a heart attack for an hour.
Yeah.
Laying on the ground, then got in my truck and drove home and passed out in the freaking driveway of my house. And that was 2 days before I had a heart attack so bad I had to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
So I came very close to dying at work.
I
Yeah.
think we kind of almost know. Like, it's
Yeah.
innately, like, we just sort of have this sense that something's up. Something's about to happen, even days in advance. So,
Well, my buddy Randy, hey Frank, my buddy Randy, when we worked downtown in large corporate, he was a syndicator, and at the time, and luckily his secretary basically saved his life. He came out and he was sweating like balls, and we knew something was wrong. He was having a heart attack, and so his secretary called the ambulance, and that's when he was rushed in, and yeah, triple bypass and all that good stuff. So, but he was okay. But yeah, you have to have people around you that give a shit, you know?
Well, I
And-
looked up
Ironically,
online, and they're like, don't go to, if you're doing a low carb diet, do not go to the doctor. This is just some indigestion. This is just some, people always think,
Yeah.
and I mean, you can go to the site right now and look at the low carb stuff, and it's like, it's just a dietary thing. It's like, digestion and
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
And I had an ex that happened to him.
Yeah.
He went to the ER and it was gas.
it's kind of
But
funny how,
there's
like,
that chance that it's not, and you should just go. Do you know what I
Kinda funny
mean? It's
how-
better just to friggin' go.
it's-
And if it's
kinda
gas,
funny.
it's gas.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny how, like, we started off about, like,
James.
talking about Office Space and that hypnotherapist dying in the process of, that he died on his job.
He
So-
did. And
Of
he
a
was,
heart attack.
yeah, of a heart attack. He died of a heart
fell
attack in
forward,
the
did a little
middle of
roly-poly
the
motion when he did too.
the hypnotizing, and the guy was still hypnotized. He
Oh, James.
died in the middle of it. Yeah, and
Frank Turzo, Mad Hatter.
yeah,
Nice
James
beat
E's
sounds.
here. We got a good
Jay-Z.
crowd.
I mean, I think
James,
like,
Jamesy,
James,
my
Working
friend James.
work and death and work are just like linked in our brains. So yeah, it's kind of one naturally follows the other.
work.
Well, and I
yourself to
think
death.
that lately, like at my job, they've been expecting us to, and this is why we're foot dragging like crazy. Not just we didn't get raises this year, but they want to give us more work. So there's this thing called there are different types of closers, right? For different types of products and different lines of business. So you have me, I'm a middle market, large corporate loan closer. And then you have capital markets closers who buy and sell loans on the secondary market. It is a totally different animal. They don't have to collect certain things like due diligence and know your customer and OFAX and deal with the OCC like I do. Okay. Somehow they take on a lot of risk, paid in excess of $100,000 a year. I do not. Okay. I do not. I get paid way less than that. Okay. They bring in this dude who's totally arrogant, completely talks down to us. I expect him to call us little women one day. I just want to reach through the computer and just go, and just throat punch him. So bad.
Throat
It's
punch.
so bad. So bad. So his
Or
face
fucking
is
him
so
right in the
punchable. Anyway, so he just talked. Look, he talks like
shit,
I've never
right in
heard
the
of the
nose.
secondary market or know what a term loan B is. I've dealt with tons of them. I've dealt with tons of crazy products. Okay, I've done almost everything. They just make new shit up every day. But he's talking down to us, and he wants us to close his stuff. He wants us to close his trades. I'm like, wait, no, what? I told my manager, I said, do you know that capital markets closers make in excess of 100 grand a year? I'll be your capital markets closer, but tell him he's got to pay me 100,000 a year.
Yeah.
I'll be
Right.
it. Sure, I'll learn
Right.
it. I'll take on his risk, but I want 100,000 a year from him. And ha ha, you're never gonna get it, you cheap ass. He's trying to use us as his cheap labor. That's bullshit. So you
Justine,
want me to do that now
Me
for
and
$1.28?
Sunshine have both went to college to do our jobs. I have been flown all over this planet
Yeah.
to do my job. And that's when they're like, hey, we need this IT guy from America over in Spain. We need him over here in Italy. We need him over in, that you're doing your job okay, all right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Going into Buc-ee's today, I see they have out in front, to buy for jobs. And they're like, general manager of the Buc-ee's can make up to $250,000 a year.
What? I want to go be a general manager of Buc-ee's.
Here's the thing. How sick does that make me feel?
Right.
Someone who's been a career person doing what I've done and
Right.
accomplishing and doing all the things I've done, and I don't make the taxes on $250,000.
Yeah, I wonder
Thank
what
you.
level of responsibility do you have as a
Well,
manager? at
well,
that
now
place?
me and Sunshine
What
said that person
bullshit.
has no peace in their life, though.
See,
You
yeah,
know
I
that
would
general
have to go
manager
to
of-
that
of-
interview
They couldn't.
asking,
No.
what bullshit am I signing up for?
Oh, I'm
That's what I
guaranteeing
want.
you, it's a
What's
lot.
Yeah,
the biggest
big
bitch
time.
you gotta deal with?
What is,
here?
But even the lowest tier is
A
way
Buc-ee's.
up there.
Let's
Yes.
explain to Limey what a Buc-ee's is.
Yeah, I'm
He's
sorry.
no
I
idea.
know like Applebee's and
It's a
things like
petrol
that, but I don't know
station.
what.
Yeah, a Buc-ee's is a lot like a big gas station, but
Right,
they
okay.
sell
Stupid
like,
beaver for a mascot.
well, yeah. But the thing is, why everybody likes them is because they're supposedly, and I've never been to one, have really good food. They have like good
But
fast
what
food
the number
and
one
stuff.
thing is, Justine,
I'm
what they're
hot.
built on is
Sorry, I didn't do
clean
this.
bathrooms.
Okay.
Clean bathrooms. So when you're on the road, Limey,
Yeah.
what they've been built around, they have great food. They have delicious food of all kinds.
Which is
Yeah,
not
they
They
gotta
have
normally something you
100.
associate
They
with
have
gas stations.
100 pumps.
Yeah.
100 gas pumps.
Jesus.
But here's the one thing: their bathrooms are spotless, and people will travel for miles. People travel for miles with their families to go there, and me and Sunshine do, because the bathrooms are spotless.
Yeah, I mean that's unusual, like pretty much anywhere.
It's a
Right.
big deal when you're traveling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
especially.
have, like petrol stations sell like snacks and stuff here, and then recently they changed the law so they could sell alcohol, and I'm like, that's not a good idea. And then we have motorway stations, so like big service stations where you might drive for miles and there's no turns, and you can use the toilets and have like it's the only place in the country that we have food courts. We don't really have those in shopping centers and
Right.
stuff, but you might get them at a station
Yeah.
and service
We've
station
got-
and stuff. But yeah, like one of the jokes we know about your guys' places is like sushi at 7-Eleven, and that's what food at a service station or a gas station sounds
this-
like.
This
7-Eleven
right here,
sushi.
This logo.
Oh, he's cute.
This logo
he does look a
is
little bit
Bucky.
crazy too.
It's the most like it's gonna haunt your dreams.
Yeah.
I swear to God, every time I see this thing, my immediate impression is, "Hi, I'm Bucky. Come
One
to
of
a
my
gas station,
friends-
get a hot dog."
Their barbecue sandwiches cost $13,
Oh God!
Oh
But
my
they're-
God.
but it's a
Like, it costs
pound
$10
of
to use the loo.
fresh. Well,
Right, it's supposed to be really good. We've got here. We've got a offshoot
no, they're barbecue
called-
sandwiches.
Sorry, did I mishear you? It's $10 to use a loo.
No, barbecue
No.
sandwiches.
Oh, sorry. I was
And
gonna
it's
say,
like
what the hell are they
barbecue
doing in
beef.
those toilets for $10?
Yeah,
Jesus.
Those
Lazy
toilets
guy?
gotta be gold
What the fuck?
plated for $10 a year.
That's.
Ooh.
I was
I'd
expecting
be
to Wentworth.
so
not-
mad if you had to go so bad and you had to pay $10 to use the bathroom.
The thing is,
I would set that place on
in
fire.
London,
and then
charge
pee
you-
on it.
In London, they charge you like 25, 50p to use the loo, and in
Are you
in my
kidding
city,
me?
in our brand new bus station, which is shit, they charge you 25p. The first time I saw
Yeah,
that,
I would just poop
Where am I,
wherever
London?
at that.
Thank you. Yes, see, they couldn't do that here, Limey.
I'm just gonna poop. I'm gonna
It
poop
would
right
not
in
be
front
good
of the
for
place
them.
where they charge
yeah,
at their
well,
door. I'm
We
gonna
haven't
poop
quite
at,
got there yet.
at their door.
They would
Not
have a
quite yet.
prize for them right at the station. You know, probably a few piles.
Last time I was in San Fran, there was this attractive lady sitting on the curb talking with her friends, and me and my buddies, we were sitting outside eating, and she's wearing like this little summer onesie thing, and she just pulls over her pants and poops on the sidewalk, and I didn't quit. Hey, she never quit talking to her friends, and of course,
Hold on,
you know-
Stephanie.
I know she didn't even make a face. She didn't even make a face. I'm like, how did she not even grunt?
She just,
Woo,
she just
Seriously.
Oh,
Hey,
pooped
yeah.
and then finished her story. Like,
Yeah.
she's like
no,
a
she didn't
monkey.
even slow down her story. She didn't even slow down her story. And me and all the guys just started giving her hell because we're like, you do understand we're at this hamburger place eating, and you just did that sitting on the curb out in front of a place where people are
And
eating.
you just laid a sloppy Joe. I mean, really?
It wasn't a sloppy Joe. It was like a Tootsie Roll. I guess that's why it was like, you know.
Disgusting.
Didn't
And you
even
told her-
I didn't even have to wipe or nothing.
I
I'm
know.
Like, what?
Oh.
so you said she was attractive. Was this before or after she pooped? Or was she more attractive?
Oh my
I don't-
god.
Hold on. Are
She was a bad
telling us-
person.
Hold on,
She-
hold
no.
on.
What's
Are you-
wrong with
hold on,
people?
hold on. Are you telling us this is how you met Sunshine?
Yes.
No.
I was like,
no,
I got
shut up, E.
yeah, I got paper if you got the time. No.
Sunshine
But
would smack the
Sunshine
shit out
will.
of you.
She's gonna come in here and kill me. But I will not go to the bathroom in like public bathrooms. She will.
I've traveling. It's hard not to go to the bathroom in public bathrooms.
Yeah.
You kind of end up having to.
Well,
do that.
And,
You
you know,
know?
and y'all girls, y'all do gross stuff that I don't even want to know about. I'm sure that I don't know what y'all are doing.
I have
Y'all
a
go to
really
the bathroom a
bad
lot.
bathroom story about Hash Bash in Ann Arbor. There's this place called Dominic's in Ann Arbor where there's a large portion of hash bashers that hang out there because they allow you to smoke weed in the restaurant. So you basically order a pizza, and smoke weed and eat pizza. Go up there. But here was the problem. I had to go to the back because they give you pitchers of soda pop, right? And so you're drinking all this soda pop, plus you're smoking weed and you're thirsty. So you're drinking, and it's this vicious cycle of having to go to the
Sugar
bathroom,
and
right?
Caffeine making you poop, probably.
Well, no, it's mainly for me. It was just having to pee. So
like a
I
fizzy
finally
shit.
I had to wait in this horrible line. First of all, and my bladder's busting. So you get in there. Oh my god, it was the worst horror show of shit that I've ever seen in a bathroom in my life. I've been in men's bathrooms. I've been in women's bathrooms. This was so gross. I mean, pee and poo on the floor. You had use tampons. on
Poop
the
in
floor.
places where you wonder
I
how
had
the
to
fuck did it even get
tiptoe
there.
because I had to go so bad. I had to go so bad, and I'm in the city of Ann Arbor. It's not like I can duck behind a tree. Okay, I have to do this, and I hovered over the toilet. I did not even want to sit on it. It was so
I have
gross.
some experiences with some bathroom horror stories myself. Having had to clean them at one point.
Well, and that's what I was
at
just gonna say.
Walmart.
Talk about workplace stress. The person that's got to clean that
my,
up.
My first
I quit.
day my first day as a maintenance person at Walmart, and I had to clean a bathroom. And I'm looking at the ceiling like, how the hell did that?
It was
shit
hash
get
bash in
there?
Ann Arbor, Mad Hatter. It was
And but then like, you know, when I worked at the mall, and
Hi,
I
Steve-o.
swear to God, because like when I worked at the mall, there was one particular bathroom that I would go to because it was single occupant. It was spacious. It was the handicap, you know, one, but it was like I'd go in there, and that was the one I'd go to.
Yeah,
Someone
I remember this.
the same time every fucking day would go in there and fucking ruin that toilet with like I think they were like vomiting or shitting or something. It would just be this just same mess every day. And I was like tempted to just camp out there at that bathroom, find that motherfucker who did it, and like just start some shit with them. It's like if you cannot hold it together, you shouldn't be living in your house.
Yeah,
Like, there would be-
seriously.
Yeah.
Every day, like I had to come into this fucking bathroom, and it would be just be a mess.
I've never seen toilets as bad as the ones you guys are describing. I'm like, jeez.
We
It's
always
so
got like
bad.
probably like bidets and stuff like that.
One of
you
the
know,
worst
so-
bathroom stories I ever had, and it embarrassed me so bad. I still feel embarrassed even telling this story. I can't believe I was so stupid. So we had this stuff
We
called
can.
duvetine that stands up behind stages, and it's black curtains. And the bottom of these particular ones were filled up with water to be heavy on the bottom.
Right.
Well, we're up at the center up at Boston for the show called PAX, and the men's bathroom is just totally tore up. And I'm like, man, I've got to pee so bad. I'm just done. I got to pee. And no, wait. No, I was like, I got to fill out well, I went to the bathroom when I had to pee. They said, go in the women's. There's no women here. Even women told me, go in the women's. There's no, it's all
Right.
cool. Right.
You gotta
Yeah.
go where you
And,
gotta
okay,
go.
so
Who cares?
so later on, I had to fill the expansion water thing, and I go into, and they're like, go into the women's bathroom. I mean, really, okay? Everybody's telling you it's cool. I go in there, Justine. I am filling up this water bladder thing to put at the bottom of this base to hold up this for weight.
Yeah, right.
And this, I hear someone just blowing the toilet up behind me, just
Oh, God.
blowing it up. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my God, I just got to get out of here because it's starting to stink and stuff. I'm like, oh.
You can taste it too.
And about that time, one of the women crew chief that I have known for nearly 10 years walks out and is like, pull off. And she screams. She's like, ah!
Oh, no.
What are you doing in the women's bathroom? What? Did you hear me? Oh my God! Get out of here! Are you trying to rape me or something? What's going on?
No,
And I'm
not
like running
yours.
out of the bathroom. I'm like, ah!
Not after
That's
what you just did.
traumatizing.
I
It's
felt,
like,
and to this
lady,
day, I
you
still
just
feel that.
traumatized me.
And it's still to this day, me and her talk about it. She's like, listen, you should have known better to ever go there. And I'm like, you know, blah, 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 and blah. Her boss, my boss, both told me to go in there and do that. And she's like, you know better than to listen to them. What were you
Well, I
thinking?
know it's apparently.
And we hey, and it's we don't speak of what she was doing. Okay, she was like, "You could have seen me. I felt endangered," and we all know it's because she was in there just ripping the place down.
Like, what the hell did you eat, woman?
Yeah, that's what I would have said.
Listen, I felt bad because I shouldn't have been in there. I should have known, but she is right. I should have known better than to listen to those two guys to start with. I shouldn't have been in there.
I would have definitely said what died inside you that day.
Yeah, really.
And
I
here's the
walked into
thing.
the bathroom at work earlier. It
No one
smelled
said
like
it.
someone was part like Rottweiler, and like the fucking like the dog in them like they shit it out. It was like hot summer poop on a sidewalk kind of smell.
So here's my really crazy, weird bathroom story. When I was a bank teller, we the bank, one of the banks I worked for, was next to a bar, and that bar was
boy.
frequented in the afternoon by various people, and they would come over to the bank, and we at the time we did not have locks like codes on our bathrooms. They could just walk in and go to the bathroom. Well, I go into the women's bathroom, and there is a dude standing there with the thing open because we didn't have any, obviously no urinals in there. It's a girl's bathroom. And he's peeing. And I was like, ugh! And I ran on like, there's some weird guy in the women's bathroom. Ran up into management. Like, what the hell? It was some guy that had wandered over from the bar, Mr. Joe's, because I guess the bathrooms were dirty over there and ours were clean. And instead of he was so drunk, he didn't know which was the women's or the men's, so he wandered in the women's. I'm like, oh my God. So right after that, they put locks on the doors.
Well, I mean, but you got to imagine, I'm sitting there and I'm feeling, I've got a bladder in the sink, this big silver thing.
Yeah.
Going, and I'm sitting there fully clothed, just yo-to-do. Oh, hi, Jennifer. Was that you? I thought there was a herd of I thought there was a herd of elephants coming out of there any minute, because it sounded like that. And the thing is she's such a big boss that nobody, even when she was in there blowing it up, if there was other women in there, they'd have been like, "Oh, that didn't happen."
Right. They would have denied it.
But she knew the second that it happened that shit like this right here would be happening. I would be on like a talk show going, "Oh my God, she blew it up!"
The best.
I went outside and I was like, "Oh my God!" I didn't have dirt because I was just slinging mud because I was like so embarrassed. I'm like, "Oh my God, Jennifer was in there just shitting her ass off," and she walked out. Now I feel bad. You guys, I can't believe it. What, pole vault? Jennifer, the crew chief, she was in there blowing the thing up. And it was like, I let the bladder in there. I'm not going back in there. Y'all gotta go get that. I'm not doing that.
Yep, nope, not doing it. No.
And so it wasn't something I could hold over her head because I let it go immediately. That she was in there just, and it wasn't just a little. Listen, if it would have been just a little bit, I wouldn't have said anything.
Can we talk about workplace smells though? Can we? That's a part of my stress. Like walking in the bathroom and wondering what the hell that woman is in the stall ate. What the hell is that? You can't even.
Why does the bathroom at Dollar Tree always smell that way? I just don't.
I've never been in a bathroom at Dollar Tree. I have to say.
Every time I go into this one where I work,
scary.
and I think I know who it is, and it haunts me because if you saw this woman, you'd be like, "Oh, yeah, she's probably the one that did that to that bathroom." Hi, G-May.
It's G-May. What's up?
Hey.
Howdy.
Welcome to my crazy stream. How are you?
I'm good. I just got to my production studio and I get busy on some editing. How are you?
I'm good. We're talking about
Just talking shit.
workplace stress and
Literally.
seeing where the hell this goes.
Literally talking shit.
So far, it's gone to bathroom stories.
Yeah.
Workplace stress?
Yeah. I've got it.
Sometimes the bathroom is where you go to relieve some of that workplace stress. Nothing better than pooping on the clock.
Well, I'll tell you right before my vacation, time as I've gotten older, time goes by really, really fast.
Yeah.
But those last couple of days before my vacation, I swear, just turned into centuries.
Right. Because you're looking forward to getting away finally. And it's is it going to even,
And all the work, they tried to get all the work they could out of me before I left, and nothing got done while I was gone. And when I show up tomorrow, it's going to be like, hey, everything that hasn't been done over the last week, guess what?
Pile it on, baby.
Wow.
Pile it on.
This
So
is my
what's the
nightmare.
vacation, What's the
Well,
vacation?
and that's what I always say, Pole Vault, when I take even a day off, one day off, and these people can't do anything. You know, they not one thing. They don't know how to. They don't even know what department to go for anything. I don't know if my loan's on auto debit. Okay, well, I don't do
Time
that. Would you
issue.
please ask booking? You know, and it's like, it's just maddening. They literally, so I came back to 100 emails for a day off. 100 emails? What is wrong with you people?
So you open up your email, you stare for a second, you just click the X.
Most of them, I did that, right? And there were a couple where it was like, they wanted me to redo a closing statement because they forgot an invoice. And you know what I did with those? I said, oops, slipped. I didn't see that email.
Must have gone to my spam
Oh,
folder.
gee, it went on red. It went to red. Oh,
It went
gosh,
to my
I don't see
spam
it anymore.
folder.
Catch them, master.
What
I
was
never
that?
had. I never ever had to deal with work stress. Always, I never punched the time clock. I was always my own boss.
Yeah, see, you owned your own business, which is
Yeah.
got its own stressors, though, right? I mean,
No, not really. I mean, it just depends if you're having fun. I mean, of course, things are going to go wrong, but never stress. No, I mean, my first 17 and 19, I had 2 hot dog stands, you know? But then I
Yeah.
figured out, well, look, if I make $1 by selling a hot dog and I got to sell 100 hot dogs to make $100, you know how many freaks that is? Selling 100 freaks, you got to sell hot dogs to make $100. So that evolved in, and then I started, I ended up with 2 little hole in the wall pizza parlors.
yeah.
And those were fun. I made more money selling a pitcher of beer than I did a pizza. And then when I was 25, I got my general contractor's license. And then boom, you know,
Right.
I go do a deck and I make as much as I make in 3 years working every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm.
See, I grew up in my parents owned smoke shops, and in one of the smoke shops had a little sundry shop in the back, so we had sandwiches and shakes and stuff like that. And I worked there. And working in downtown Detroit, in like, hey, Slabberjaw, oh my god, I haven't seen you in like forever. Good to see you.
Hi, Slava.
That's my bro. So having to deal with a certain set of people that are extremely picky about what they eat and do, and are rather sensitive about you, was really, really stressful at times. I remember, you know, just my brother and sister-in-law having a lot of stress around that, and they were they owned that for years. I want to say at least 30 years. And then finally, my brother was spending so much money just to keep the business going. I said, "Are you crazy? What are you doing? Why are you spending money to keep this going?" He's like, "Well, it was mom and dad's." And I'm like, "I don't care. You know, you need a life." So he went and got educated in dog grooming. He took an 18-month course, and now he owns his own business, dog
Oh my
grooming.
Yeah,
God.
And that's what he does.
I tell you what, if I could have a job just being with dogs, I don't care if there's cleaning up dog shit involved.
Yeah.
I would love to work
Oh, it's
with
even more
dogs.
than that, though, E.
There's
I
no
know.
stress. There'd be no stress. I would be the happiest person.
You
ever.
can go right
dogs
now.
Would be my favorite customers. Would be dogs because yes, those happy little faces.
My
make
brother
me
loves it.
smile.
He got one of those transit vans, and he outfitted it with he can wash the dogs in there. He can cut their hair.
Washing the
He's got a
dog, washing the
table. He's
dog.
got, you know, a place to hook up water. So he's got warm water for him so he can wash them right in the car. And it's a big truck. And so
Nice.
he's booked up to the end of the year every year.
Yeah.
I got people asking me, can he take my dog? And I'm like, no, he's booked up.
I could go walk. I could go work at a doggy daycare if I actually had a car. I would do it. Like,
Yeah, they've got
Hands
classes too. That's all he did was go to a dog groomer that held classes, and he went you can go like 4 months, you can go 6 months. He went 18. You know, he did the whole thing because he wanted to do his own business. So
I guess what it comes down to too is that if you truly enjoy what you do, it's like they say, you never work a day in your life. But if you're fighting the clock and there's always like, people creating weird situations, that sucks, man.
That's my life. Yeah, because doing what I wanted to do at the time I wanted to do it didn't make any money. And my dad was like, yeah, right, kid. No, you're going and getting a job. I'm not sending you to college to become a graphic artist that's not going to make any money. You need to go get a damn job.
Get a proper
He kicked
job.
me out and he made me go work. And so that's what I found. Because
having a graphic designer degree in 2026.
well, yeah, I mean, looking back, it was probably as a career move, probably. And did I really want to make art my job? I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I love doing art. So I didn't want to make that my work. So what became my work was finance, because I had that background because my parents owned stores and I did all the finance for them. So I had a natural take to it. But
James, graphic designers make 100,000 K plus. That's why they want to replace them with AI.
Yeah.
Well, and the thing is you can get art in a minute and several different things, and in just like 5-10 minutes. And I mean, I work in the business where we're getting that, and it's a shame. But when we used to have to get with graphic designers, it would take weeks to get like this fill out of what we wanted and stuff. And now the graphics department's going in there, and the graphics department is actually getting paid to use AI. But I mean, and I used to love my job. I will say that when esports first started and video gaming first started.
Yeah, you worked for Blizzard, right, Paul?
Yeah, I worked with a lot of them, and then, but it's become something else. It's almost become a political statement sometimes of what's going on, and plus they won't let me fly anymore and stuff.
Are you on a list or something?
Yeah, pretty much. And they kind of,
he's on a no-fly list.
when the COVID thing happened, I did not. I don't want to go down this road too far, but I did not get the shot, and they would not let me fly. So then I couldn't go around the world.
Right.
So then I started staying at the office, and I liked that, and so now I do most of everything I used to do in the field. I do it remotely now.
Right.
So, and that's just that, and it made us wonder why we were doing what we were doing, where we were actually flying out warm bodies all over the world to do what we were doing. It was just, but I will tell you that as far as workplace stress goes, there was years I spent in this place called Manhattan Beach Studios out in California. And I would be home 4 days a month.
Wow.
Ooh, whoa.
And that was why my kids were going through high school. And I'm going to tell you right now, that tore me up.
Yeah,
that was
tough.
some stress.
That's
And you want to talk about the devil? If there's a devil alive, I say this, I shouldn't say it, but if there's a devil alive, he lives in the Hollywood studios. I'm going to tell you that right now. Debauchery, the things I used to talk about, I'm like, the things I used to think was evil? That shit, oh my God, they ain't never seen shit. You have to see the after party.
I gotta say that I've seen shit happen at the bank. When I mean back in, I want to say the 90s, right? They used to give away box seats for various sports events, right?
Yeah.
And they were very fancy tickets with very fancy rooms with free booze, free food, all that stuff. Well, you had these people that would totally take advantage of the free booze, and little did you know that they wanted to pair off, right? So we were in this box, with they were drinking tequila, And they went back, they got drunk, and this couple got found in one of the closets. It's like, oh my God. And the person whose name got signed to that room got in big trouble because of it. And I remember that was like Friday. So when we went in Monday, there was this like big meeting about it. And,
Oh man.
you know, how you have to be
You worked at Banks.
responsible.
You worked at Banks, right, Justine?
What's that?
You worked at Banks, right?
I currently work for Banks. Yeah,
Wow.
they don't.
They're all
That's
very
why they don't give
responsible.
tickets to these bots. They
They're
don't
all
do it
very
anymore.
Responsible,
Yeah, and
sensible,
not only that, it's got to be
people.
stressful.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's
Because
insane.
Banks are fucking like wound tight anyway when it comes to the people that work there. It's real stringent. Everybody's, it's stressful job probably. And then on top of that, do you ever like trip on it? Is someone going to come in and try to rob us? You ever kind of trip on that and get stressed from that?
I used to when I worked in the branches, but I don't work in the branches anymore. I work in the big
Just like
secure
offices.
buildings where you have to have like a fingerprint to get into,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I don't have to work in but when I was in the branches, we had some crazy stuff happen in there too. You know, and luckily I never got robbed. G froze. Bummer.
He's
But maybe he'll come back.
like,
She'll love that. But you know,
You know what? My daughter works in a bank, and I'm not supposed to ever talk about her, because Dad.
Daddy.
You worked in the branch, right?
I have, yes.
Has anyone ever got mad at you because they didn't have money they spent?
Yes.
She's like, people will come in and be like, "What's wrong with you? I want to take out some money right now." And she's like, "Well, it shows that you bought a 40-ouncer and 100 lottery tickets, and
Yeah,
I
and
have, dude. I worked at a call center. I know. And you're not supposed to do this, but this guy was so adamant he should have money in his account. I said, "Okay, I'm going to do something with you I'm not supposed to. Do you have a piece of paper and a pencil?" And he said, "Yes." I said, "Okay, wonderful. Please write this down. These are all the things you put into the account. So these would be pluses. Okay? Write down these 3 figures. These are all the things that came out of your account. They're minuses. Please write these down. Yes. Could you please add up the 2 columns for me separately? Great. Which one's bigger? The negative one. Yes. He's like, I gotta go. I said, "Have a wonderful day, sir."
yeah, I look at my account too. I'm like, where all my fucking money going? And I'm like, oh, that's where it went right there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh shit. But the best one was on the year 2000. They made us work New Year's Day, which we were really pissed about. But the last call of the day at that call center was this gentleman who had gone to the bar for New Year's Eve and had picked up what he thought was a woman and brought her to his house. Well, it turns out it wasn't a woman. It was a man dressed as a woman who then proceeded to beat his ass and steal his computer, his wallet, any money he had in there, jewelry. I'm like, oh my God, dude. And I had the toughest time. He wouldn't tell me what happened at first. He kept saying, "I got robbed." And I'm like, okay, well, I have to take this fraud report and I have to report what happened. You have to kind of tell me what happened. And then he told me, I'm like, okay. And with a straight face, I took it all down. I reported his card. I got him a new card sent to him. And at the very end, and I said, okay, can we let this be a lesson to us not to bring strangers to our home? To our home. Get a hotel. Don't bring them to your house. Okay? Next time. And he was like, "I promise."
My daughter says that they have a lot of problems with like older people coming in, and saying, "Hey, I've got to withdraw and like $10,000."
That's scary. You're trained to watch for that.
Well, and my son says he needs it to get out of jail right now.
Yeah.
And my daughter
It's a
will be
scam.
like, my daughter will be like, stop right now. Let's call your son. Where is your son?
Right.
I'm not releasing this money to you, ma'am, until we get your son.
Yes.
I want you to
That's
call
the right
him.
thing to do. Yes.
Where
Hey,
do you work?
and then she gets on the phone with him. Hello? Yeah, hey. Yeah, what jail are you in?
Yeah.
Well, hey, I'm gonna contact them directly. No, I don't need their number. I'm contacting them direct. Click.
Yeah. Oh, so many times. When I
Man,
was
you almost got scammed.
you
You need
working
to be careful.
twice.
You know?
So there was this, my first instance of running across this type of thing. It was these two gentlemen, right? These really tall guys. And they had this like construction outfit on, like, you know, building construction. And they give me this check in very shaky writing. And it says, you're always trained to look at the notes section. Don't ever, if you write a check, you're really not supposed to write in the notes section. It's a big fraud red flag. So I looked in the notes section, it said roofing. And it was he had two checks, one for $800 and one for $700. And I went and put it through the computer, and there was a range stop already of the checks online. And you're trained to play it cool and say, oh gosh, my computer's locked up. I got to go talk to my manager. I'll be right back. So I did that. And the guy's like, okay. And as I'm doing this, he's hovering. He's really tall. And I'm short as hell. I'm 5'4". And he's hovering over me, this little girl, you know, and I'm like, okay, asshole, you know, yeah, I got your number. There's something you fucked up. So I take the checks and I go back to my manager at the time. She looked at me. She said, oh my God, this is the lady that this was. She's 80,
Hi,
but
Leela.
her daughter called. Hey, Leela.
Hey.
Her daughter
Leela.
called and had these guys came to her house, their mother's house, and said, you need work done on your roof. I can do it, but I need $700. And the lady's like, okay, well, I'll hire you to do it. Will you take a check? And he said, yeah. So she wrote him a check. He went up and hid he pretended to rip it up again in front of her. He went back to her and said, well, it's going to be more money. I need an $800 check. He didn't do any of the work. He took both checks and came to cash them. And in the meantime, the mother called her daughter and the daughter intercepted with the bank. So they ushered me outside the building to the branch manager's office. At this point, I didn't even know they had these doors. I didn't even know they had these secret doors, right? They usher me through the drive-through around into this guy's office and keep me there. And they wouldn't let me see what happened, but I got told what happened. I guess he had a getaway car on the outside. There was a guy waiting on the outside. And the cops came and they'd been wanting this guy. So they rushed in, they like 10 cop cars. And they came like blocking the car in. And they came running in the branch and took the guy down. And I'm like, damn. And I didn't get to see any of this.
It's like you just brought down like fucking Osama bin Laden or something.
I was like, damn, I didn't
Code
see it. I
6.
did that. So I had to go to court. And I was supposed to testify. And I never got to testify because the guy got off. You know why? Because I never gave him the money. How shitty is that?
Oh,
Because I did my job and I did the right thing and did not give that asshole the money.
it's just.
He got off.
I
And
hate-
my
yeah,
manager, he knew I was so mad. He took me out to lunch. I was so pissed.
I guess that makes it worth it.
You
It
know, when I
wasn't.
think about workplace shit that always gets me, I hate when my work, or like one of my coworkers, and I should be better. I should be yelling at them, but I don't because I'm a nice guy. When they implicate me in their bullshit. Okay, like my boss calls and I'm like, I'm so fucking committed, you're a turd. There's nobody. I'm freaking unloading this truck by myself, and he's like, we'll get the other 3 guys that's supposed to be there with you to help you. And I'm like, what? What? Yeah.
I so feel
they're supposed to
bad.
do that. And you're like, I'll go get them right now.
Yeah, I'll go get them. All right.
I'm gonna fucking get them. Fuck yeah.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
get them
so
like that.
we had our bank was taken over by a New York bank about 3 years ago, which was a whole. It was actually three banks that merged. It was a whole shitty mess. It was really bad. It almost took our bank out. It was so bad. But okay, so my manager is from this one of the banks that actually the private bank that actually took a crap and had the OCC walk in on him. They're from there, and her like 4 closers or 5 closers there. They do nothing. Me and my friend Pam, we're the 2 closers legacy from Michigan, and for one of the month ends between the 2 of us, we had 15 loans to close. They had none. None. We were so pissed. We're like, you're not helping at all. So quarter end, this last March month comes, and we have 21 loans between us to close. And then they try to throw one more loan at my friend, and it's a brand new product we've never seen before. And she said, no, I am not doing this. They want to close it the next day. Jade! They want to close it the next day. F this. You have to find you need to help us. You need to find somebody to help us. Have somebody take a loan. And this manager of ours is always complaining, I need training. Well, how do you need training if you're the manager of a closing area? You said you were a closer. So use your knowledge and take a loan and friggin' close it. That's how you get trained anyway. And if you want people to get trained, I finally told them, I'm like, you need to do a loan. And then if you have questions, use your knowledge. If you have questions, then ask. But no, instead of doing that, they just tried to make our lives miserable during quarter end by nickel and diming us with stupid stuff. What do I do next? I don't know, jump in a lake?
Well, and I told y'all,
Sit on something hot and sharp.
I told y'all last week about the tiger in bed. You know, the chapter tiger in bed.
Yeah, the workplace the
that
sexual
never
harassment. I know.
That never happens at my work.
What?
The lady is
tiger
going
in
up.
bed.
You're a tiger. I bet you're a tiger
Yeah,
in
we
bed.
had to
The
watch the
lady's
HR
harassing the
video.
guy.
You know, a sexual harassment video, and there's like a porn star comes in and is like, ew, I bet Jan is so happy. I bet you're a tiger in bed. Would you like to climb the ladder? And the guy's like, I'm feeling bad. I'm feeling like, that never fucking happened. That never happened. That never fucking happened.
Yeah, right.
Never. Never.
I've had some
you up on that offer.
over the years though. I've had guys be very weird
later,
to
Zach.
me at work, and I never reported them. But there was one instance that I knew of a girl
My job.
at my last job at JP Morgan Chase before I left. She was a friend of a friend, and she was an underwriter, and the head underwriter was being creepy. And if you had seen this guy, hey Zach, if you had seen this guy, you would have been like, oh yeah, he's a creep. That guy's really creepy. You know, he just looked creepy. And they wouldn't fire him. She went through all the right channels, went to her manager. Her manager would do nothing about it. So what this girl had to do is quit and then sue. And she won.
Wow.
She actually won. And so what they had to do was fire this guy. But the problem is he can still work in the... So now he's at a different bank. And I know what bank he's at. And I'm like, oh, yeah, no, not working there. Anyway.
Well, I found what always works for me is you look them straight in the eye and say, I don't like that kind of action.
I almost did a spit take. Those went all over the computer.
Every time. It works every time.
Seriously. I mean, people are just, you know, and we run into things where you try to, okay, so we have to do these over and over and over again with every single stupid loan, right? They want what they call, it's like, it reminds me of the TPS reports, a needs list. of all the stuff that they need to close that loan, right? Okay, I have this memorized because basically to close a loan you need the same stupid documents unless you have a real estate loan, and then you need more documents. But unless you have that special condition, it's the same crap to close a loan every time. Why do I have to keep writing down the same stupid crap for these idiots so that they never look at, by the way? And then you just like double back and ask me a week later, could you tell me what I have left on the... No. And now I just say, no, look at your list.
You need to write
Have
a
you ever heard of a
needs list
grocery
for the
list?
needs.
Cross it off.
You gotta write a needs list for the needs list, and the needs list for the needs list says you need to read the needs list.
This
See
one
needs
time.
list.
Hey, you guys are got to get going. Thanks
right
for
on.
having me up, for sending me an invite, Justin. I really appreciate
Yeah,
that.
always.
Always remember, even if you're going to have stress at work, always never try to bring it home. You know that cartoon where it's the coyote and the sheep herder?
Yeah.
And they both clock in and then they fight each other. And then when they're all done, they clock out.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Bugs Bunny. Yeah. I love
anyway,
that.
Bobo, good to see you. You're back from vacay. Good job.
Yay.
E, good seeing you. Limey, good seeing you.
And you.
And Justin, I'll see you around. You guys, I'll see you out there.
Absolutely, dude. Sounds good, G. Have a good night. Peace.
Bye.
But yeah, so just the can you work to get your own loan over the closing line? No.
Well, Justine, when they say you have any more needs, just start screaming, "Where the fuck are my green M&Ms? Green fucking M&Ms! These are mixed! You sent me a bowl of mixed M&Ms, you fucking idiot!"
To remember that tomorrow at work. I may say that.
Yeah, like where's my needs? Where's the needs list for me? Where I'm like, I need.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
How about
This
a
was great.
$1.28 raise.
So all of these
the first
documents,
item.
all of these documents I need, it's like they're government stuff. So you guys, we were talking about the Patriot Act or whatever, and all this KYC crap. So it's not me that wants I don't want it. It's the government that wants it, right? And so, and this one approval they send me, it says, we're waiving all of the KYC information. And I went, no, you're not. No, you're not. You can't do that. So I go, and it's this capital market shit, right? Where they just want the money. They're so greedy. They're worse than stockbroker traders. Oh my God, these capital markets guys are insane. So what my boss's boss did, she went, oh, no. You get to go to sanctions now. If you're not going to get all these documents, now you got to get approval from sanctions. So she actually made it harder on them. And I'm like, yes. That is one thing I do like, is my boss's boss is a little rabid dog, and I love her.
I used to say to people when I was working in the financial sector, I'm like, well, I could just suspend this role. I've got no authority whatsoever. I'm pretty much on basic wage. And then there's 5 or 6 people above me before you even get to, it's just like, there's just no way. It's just, And like you say, ultimately it comes from the government. So there's absolutely no point. The only thing that's going to happen is I'm going to get in trouble and you're going to keep getting paid a lot more than me. Fuck off.
There you go.
I didn't say the last bit. I didn't say the last bit, but
but it was implied, though, right?
I used to have people that would paid a lot more than me, and they would say to my manager afterwards, "Well, he's very confident, isn't he?" And they're like, "Well," and the thing was, when I started there for a year, I was like, "I can't hack this. I'm not going to be able to do it." There was no training manual, and I'm like process driven when I'm at work, and after a while, I had people. Like I say, the main contact for IBM dealing with millions of pounds of invoices. And when I'm on holiday for 2 weeks, all the IBM invoices are waiting for me when I get back that are stuck in the system because she only wanted me to deal with it. So, it's like you say, you got and you're like, what's going to be there when I get back? All the work that I didn't do while I was away for 2 weeks because no other fucker is capable or can be asked.
or won't you can't even be, and then they'll turn around when you tell them, I'm sorry, I've got all these 150 invoices because I just was on vacation and now I've got to deal with them because you won't like get me a backup.
Yeah.
But you're telling me I'm not a team player because I won't help one of your people.
Yeah.
That's what we got told when we were screaming for help at quarter end, and she's like, well, why wouldn't you just be a team player? And we were like, fuck you, Amy. Fuck you.
I really hate being
Fuck off.
put
Yeah,
upon.
fucking Amy.
I hate being put upon.
Fuck.
I had
Bitch,
a,
come up with this shit ass.
I hope she's not watching tonight.
it was like sometime this like last week I did a shift because someone they called me in and I was told you're gonna be just doing some prep and most of the dishes. I'm like, okay, that's fine, so I agreed to do that, but it's like as soon as I got there, all of a sudden like 4 other people just were like, oh, now that you're here, we're going to have you do this, and we're going to have you do that, and we're going to have you do this, and we're going to have you do that. And I'm like, no, you're not.
No, you're not.
You're going to slow the fuck down because I agreed to do dishes. I agreed to do prep work. I didn't agree to cover someone's break on the line. I didn't agree to do some grill shit. I didn't agree to, this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
Like, why, like,
Why are you
like,
using me? Why aren't I getting paid an extra paycheck for that?
well, and then this one person is like, well, you're supposed to be like, to do this shift, you're actually supposed to be more like manager like level. And I'm like, no, I'm not. To do dishes, to do a little bit of prep work here and there, no. And also, I'm not a manager. I'm not gonna be manager level in any capacity for quite some time. I'm still new here. You can't just expect me to be an everything person. No. And also, I have a heart problem. This extra stress that you're just going to throw on me as soon as I get here is not going to fly with me. If you want me to drop dead, keep it up.
My most unfavorite fucking thing that pisses me off so fucking bad is when people come to work sick.
Oh, I hate that.
Pisses, especially and when I get sick, I really want. I'm not even kidding you. I wouldn't do this because that's not the way you do things. But I want to go punch them in the face, and believe me, that punch in the face would be less likely because someone got me sick right before my vacation.
Oh.
And they were like, "I just got allergies." I'm like, "Get the fuck away from me." Luckily,
I got allergies.
I got over it right before my vacation. I got over it. That's so mad.
Spraying them in the face with anti-bac, like, get the fuck away from me.
I mean, you can't tell anymore because people don't come in. What's so fucked up? They don't come in when they should come in,
Right.
and then they come in when they're not supposed to come in.
Yeah.
You're
You
like,
gotta
well,
love
we-
like go ahead.
At Chipotle, we actually, as soon as, like, before we can even cross the line into the kitchen or whatever, we have to, like, the manager has to ask us, are you feeling okay to work? Have you experienced these
good.
symptoms or whatever? And then we have to sign on in a book our name and all that stuff that we are okay enough to work. Like, it's that stringent now. Like,
Before every
which is
shift,
actually
yeah.
a good thing.
Considering you're in
Right.
a food place, I guess it's even more important.
And considering it's Chipotle and they had
Yeah.
kind of an issue with that. So,
Yeah, they
you know.
did.
Yeah.
At my job, what we have problems with, like my girlfriend, my work bestie, she's got terrible allergies. So where they sat us in that stupid, icky, dirty building, old 80s, nasty building, right underneath the vents, right? Like directly underneath the vent. So it just spits dust and crap. I had to have a HEPA filter on my desk. When you go into my office and you look at my desk, there's like about yay much dust on there. I have to go in and clean it off.
Everybody
and get those.
else in.
You know,
Mm.
you know
Oh,
what
it's
that
just
reminds me of?
exactly. It's just nasty.
Amazing.
And then we've got this girl who likes to wear the most disgusting, gross perfume. I mean, it is a
Is
nasty
it that
smell.
panther piss from or Sex Panther?
It
Sex
smells a
Panther
lot like
from,
ammonia. It does.
from,
It does.
uh,
It's just,
Sex
and I
Panther.
love perfumes. I
a-
like different ones. I like ambers and different ones. But this smells like it smells like ammonia. It's just
that
gross.
Sex Panther. It's that Sex Panther from Anchorman.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's
I
so
used to like to
gross.
really. I think it's because I have a fetish for the church ladies, but it's I really like the overpowering smelling perfume sometimes. Like you remember this will really show my age, and like only dinosaurs will know what this is. But there used to be a perfume called Charlie.
Oh, I remember Charlie.
okay.
And
Yeah.
I love that shit. I was like, oh my god, that when I grew
thing's
up, that smelled like stripper. You know, I was like, oh my goodness, that's nice.
It was so heavy. Oh my god. The worst one though, that wasn't the worst one. The worst one was that poison. That stuff is so sickeningly sweet smelling. And there was this one woman when we worked at NBD, National Bank of Detroit. There was this one woman that's all she wore, and she bathed in it. And it was like, oh, I can remember that smell. And then like
Do
with
you even
her
smell yourself
body
at this
odor
point?
kind of mixed in with it, it was like, bleh. Like I cannot smell that anymore. It's so gross.
Just walking
Sunshine
around
smells
like, why
like,
is everyone giving me this look like they just smelled hot garbage?
Sunshine smells like cotton candy all the time. So, one
Well,
time
that's
I
good.
just liked it. One time I liked it. She sprayed on this cotton candy at a store.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "This is cotton candy smell. It smells like cotton candy." And I'm like, "I love that."
Yeah, that's nice.
You know,
I've had
you
that.
smell like cotton candy makes me
But
want to boink you or something. So, so
the
you know, wear the cotton
pheromone
candy.
thing.
I don't know.
Talk
It
about-
just makes me feel, young and happy and stuff. The smell of candy, the cotton
Right.
candy.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
right.
She
smells like
might not be
something
for
to eat.
everybody. Yeah.
You were-
well,
You were talking about the
Justin.
vents. You were talking about the vents and all the dust. That reminds me when I was in grade school, the gym had these big they were about as tall as we were as kids. These vents that were and they were if you looked in them, you would see dead mice and shit.
Oh,
Oh.
And every time the air would kick on, you would see a cloud of dust kick
oh
off.
yeah, yeah. We had an office like that one time. They flicked on. Oh my god, yes. They flicked on at this place. It used to be called the Troy Tower, and it is another old, built in the 80s, just old ass building, right? And
I
this,
wish you'd quit saying that.
I'm sorry, I'm from the
80s, like
80s
80s a
too,
million
but
years ago, I'm
it's-
like-
the buildings become nasty. Office buildings from the 80s need to be torn down because all of the HVAC systems
the
are
last
impossible
millennia.
to clean. They're so gross, right? And this is evidence of it. They turned on the heat, and I saw they had this grating. It was a heating vent, and it went poof. You saw the dust,
Just
and we
think
were
about
like,
all the dead mouse particles that
That's
I
what I
felt
was
as a
thinking.
kid.
Yeah, clouds of desiccated mice. Ugh.
I really should have kept this. Here's a little TMI for y'all because it just wouldn't be right if I didn't do that.
Cry.
So
Right, we
you
missed
wouldn't
it
have to
this
see
week.
how
Yeah,
high
so
all
when
the
we went
toilets walk.
fishing, I went and got my crab trap, which I hadn't gotten out in 2 or 3 years,
No.
and
Crab trap.
it had a mouse in it, and the mouse was freaking mummified. I mean, it was crazy because the mouse got it, and all it was have you seen those fish traps where they go in a little cone? And then they don't know how to get out of the cone.
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently the mouse or rat, it might have been a rat to start with, it was out my shed, must have crawled into it, and then couldn't crawl back out years ago. And it looked like, it looked like it should be on one of those King Tut freaking shows or something, because it still had its skin and stuff.
It's all
How did it
papery.
happen?
Oh.
It's all papery and shit.
No, it looked like a mummy. It looked like a mummy.
It's
Because
coming out like Amenhotep and whatnot.
It's like-
Well, because it's so
not.
hot and dry in my shed, and like it has a tin roof and stuff, and it's really dry, bone dry in there. So it mummified.
I've actually seen a real mummy, so I know
Like
what
rat
real
jerky.
mummies, like the skin
did
quality and
too.
everything looks like. And it's
It was it was the mouse.
fucked up.
It's-
Whoa. Blah.
It was just like that.
How do you not smell that? and be like, man, there's something. It's not what this building smells like.
Okay, because I don't, especially since I YouTube a lot, I don't go out in my shed as much as I used to. And I used to do like a lot of work on axes and woodworking. So it's been 2 or 3 years since I've really been out there. He probably went in there in the summertime. I got a
Yeah.
tin roof. It probably gets 130 degrees in there with the tin roof. And it was perfect
Okay,
for
yeah.
mummy mouse.
Oh boy.
Baking
Wow.
Mummification.
That's so sad.
I cried.
Yeah, that's just. I'm sorry, Mousy. You shouldn't
I
have
didn't
done
cry. I was
that.
like, what in the hell? Got him.
with us
what you
in
You poke it and it just crumbles. into
here,
It would have.
we have rat issues, so no, I don't really feel sorry for rats ever. You know, we have to make sure we have. I have one of those things in my garage that has the sonic sound to keep the pests away and
Is that
stuff.
working good for you?
Actually, it is. It's working just fine. I haven't had an
Really?
issue. Yeah, it was
Does
here
it work
before
on
I got
squirrels?
here.
Does it work on squirrels, you think? I think it work on squirrels.
It might, because I don't have problems with them either. You know what? I barely have squirrels here.
Yeah.
It's odd. It's odd in this neighborhood. I have crows.
Squirrels don't even hang out in Detroit.
Well, they hung out where I was from, which was closer.
Outskirts
Well, no, it
of-
wasn't. It was about it was about 15, 20 minutes from Detroit.
We don't-
I'm
we don't
only
know
about 10
Detroit.
minutes from Detroit. But any close suburb to Detroit has rat issues. They just do. But here we do stuff about it. In my old neighborhood, the city didn't do shit. They didn't do anything about it. They left it up to the neighbors, but they said, "Oh, you can't poison them."
Dallas is one of the like capitals of rat shit going on in America.
Where's
Okay.
that?
Dallas has a very bad rat problem. Okay.
I don't know. I mean, New York. I mean, there was. You
Oh,
see
well.
that
Most
the
big
rat was
cities
carrying
have
a
rat
piece of
problems.
Pizza. There's a rat carrying it.
That was years ago, though, too. But that's New York. I've always had a rat problem.
Yeah.
Detroit has had a rat problem, but recently it went into the suburbs. That was the really kind of weird thing, was that it got so bad. But the problem is the suburbs didn't want to do anything about it. They left it up to the people. Well, don't
Rats
fucking
tend
do
to
that.
go where there's lots of water, and in places that flood a lot is where they prefer to hang out. You know, because so.
Well,
we're having,
oddly,
like, turf
Ferndale
wars,
never
man.
flooded, but man, did they love my neighbor's shed that had the bird seed in it. You're not
Yeah,
supposed
well,
to
that'll
keep stuff
attract-
like that. The neighbor that threw
Right,
the
okay.
Christmas tree in my yard, pole vault, he kept bird seed in his shed.
Justine.
Oh my God, bro.
Freaking sunshine. Chickens.
Yeah.
The squirrels are like freaking in the chicken pen. The squirrels get caught in the chicken pens, and the
Yeah.
chickens will peck them to death and kill them.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yep.
and the only reason
They've
we don't
tasted
have
blood.
the only reason we don't have rats is because the squirrels and the rats have turf wars, and
my
the
God.
squirrels are freaking over the rats. And you know what? Squirrels are just cute rats
Yeah, I
because
mean,
they
You
are
know-
kind of cute. And my
It re-
cats are through with that shit. They through with that shit.
It reminds me of the Rick and Morty episode where Rick makes Morty this like headset where he can hear all the understand all the animals what they're talking about, and he looks up in the tree
Conspiring to take
and he
over the
says,
world.
"Yeah, the squirrels conspiring to take over the world." And they're like,
I can
and he
s- I
hears
can
them,
see
and
squirrels.
his eyes go really big, and they go, "Wait, that little boy understands us." Hey, little boy, and he turns around real quick and starts like walking really fast.
I hate
I
her.
can
hate
speak
her.
squirrel. Oh, no, I can't do it.
Oh,
I took a short the other day and everybody was like, "Oh my goodness, boy, Jeff was really looking at that squirrel and stuff. You better look out, squirrel." And I was like, I had to tell everybody in the comments, guess what? Because I don't know.
Yeah.
Jeff is I love him. He freaking is for so many different
is he a
reasons.
cat?
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
And he walked right up to that squirrel, and that squirrel watched him come all the way up to him. And Jeff's doing this like, I'm not looking at you, dude. And the squirrel's up in the tree going, chirp, chirp, chirp. What's up, cat? And Jeff is like, dude, you know me. I'm just out here chilling. I'm getting closer and closer. And look at my tail. You see my tail, squirrel? And the squirrel's like, I do see that tail. It's kind of smack. And I mean, Jeff freaking took him out of that tree and took him down. And I mean, took him to the ground and then ran away with him.
Wow.
Pete plays with his food.
Wow.
Pete will play with his food. Jeff, and it's not food. Freaking, and Jeff always has his nose scratched up because he's always mixing it up with everything.
Right.
But I saw him in my rearview mirror. Pow! That squirrel's gone.
Yeah.
And I came home. I was like, I love you, Jeff.
Yeah, that is the one. And now my cats don't go outside. They're not outdoor cats because here they'll get feline AIDS and leukemia and all kinds of messed up stuff.
Feline AIDS.
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean?
I mean, they get feline AIDS.
don't know.
And yeah, that's how they get it.
What is that? Is that real?
Yeah,
Now you're
it's
like,
real.
what?
Yeah.
What?
No, it's
No.
very real. Feline AIDS.
Almost
Cats
faces
can
like,
get
he's like-
AIDS.
he thinks you're
I don't
joking,
believe you,
and then, like,
Justine.
Yeah,
He's like-
no,
he's
it's
like,
true.
no.
I have a really one of my best
like,
friends had a cat with AIDS.
What?
It just passed away here maybe a year ago, and then she moved to Florida.
No,
she had that cat for like, oh my god, she had that cat for like 15 years. Yeah,
Paul's reaction is
great.
great.
Yeah, you can't get
yeah,
He's like-
feline
he's like-
AIDS. Yeah.
He's like, what?
Like, yeah, we had mad cow disease here, and then you got human version of CJD, which is a human version of BSE, which is
No.
Oh man, mad
Bovine's
cow
Indian
disease.
capillitis.
Now James is saying his last cat had AIDS. No. Part of this. I don't know. But,
Moo.
All right,
so what was cat's AIDS?
here you go. This is feline AIDS. What is FIV? It's a bloodborne virus in cats that weakens their immune system over time, destroys white blood cells. It's just like human AIDS, right? It
Suppresses the immune system.
Yep, and you can live. They can live with it, but they get sick just like people. Yeah, that's real. That is real.
Yeah.
So, and my friend Gail, she had a cat for years like that, but it's because they let the cat out, and it's a city, right? It's not like a nice country area where they're free to roam and there's not a lot of crap. There's other cats that have diseases and
Sure,
they catch it
James.
from them.
Sure, James.
Paul Volk's still hitting the count button.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you right now. Hey, wonder if they get over it. Cause I'm gonna tell you right now. A lot of people might remember this. Pete got something and he almost died.
I think about that a lot actually.
And then he came back from the grave and now he's super peppy and shit.
Did you-
And I'm thinking,
9 lives.
Bury him in a pet cemetery?
I don't want to
Yeah.
be buried in a pet cemetery.
but
Is that
look
Pete?
here's how you cure everything, Limey.
Mm-hmm. Pop.
You get it stoned and you give it Frankenberry cereal.
Oh, God.
Is that what you did with
And
Pete?
and listen, no, everything. It fixes everything.
Very
It fixes
cereal.
everything. Because
What's a
see,
Frankenberry?
It's
okay.
a cereal for
It's
kids.
a Count Chocula.
it's very,
like
very,
almost
very, very
strawberry.
fattening. Okay.
Right.
It's horrible
So-
for you.
So
Those-
yeah, but here's
Not
the
for
thing.
It's not
for
for
breakfast.
animals.
Let's show Limey Frankenberry.
If
Colored
something's
sugar.
Yeah, show
losing
him
weight,
Blueberry and Count
and I've done it
Chocula.
with so many different animals. I've done it with raccoons,
You
baby
get started
raccoons.
and give them
Crunch.
Frankenberry cereal.
Well, the thing is they will eat. They will eat it and eat it, and if you eat it, it makes you fat. Okay,
Right.
there's no doubt about this.
This makes
Eating-
everyone fat.
I mean,
Yes,
Look at that face.
$8. $8.
it's
But
weird.
listen, I had a
It's
squirrel.
not like a Halloween tie-in. This is just available every year. It just
Yeah,
see,
it's available
just that,
24/7.
but Just look at that.
Yeah, show
Only
him.
in
No, that's like
America.
that's like
I
the
know,
same. It's
right?
like that's also like the same brand that makes Count Chocula.
And
Yeah, but-
blueberry.
Yeah, to be fair, we have shit like that over here increasingly now as well. It's just like, will you stop? Who wants just chocolate for? Well, I just want chocolate for breakfast, but it's not good for you.
I know it's
Well, but the
oh
thing is
God.
it will make them fat. It made the cat. It makes everything fat.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
because it's high fructose
And
corn syrup.
if something may get a little buzz going, gets the munchies,
Right.
and it doesn't want to eat. It's shutting
Yeah.
down. It's trying not to eat. It's
Yeah.
trying not
Right.
to eat.
Right.
It gets
right.
the munchies. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna eat something. Well, you got to get as many calories and as you can
makes sense.
into that animal to
Yeah.
make it. And I'm sure there's more like, and we've done it like with Ensure. I don't know if you've ever heard of that. Ensure
Yeah.
is this like milk protein stuff.
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
that just is
Oh,
way
yeah.
over.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
we given that to like baby raccoons.
Yeah.
And I will never. I have quit rescuing animals. I'm not going to do it anymore. I just told Sunshine
It's
the other
hard,
day,
yeah.
because someone was like, "Hey, I've got a raccoon." Someone has. That's how the whole pocket monkey thing came to be.
Oh, right on.
Someone was like, "Hey, I got a pocket monkey. I need you to like handle."
Oh boy.
Would someone handle my pocket monkey? Come on.
Oh no, that's Sunshine's job.
Reach in there and grab my pocket monkey. But no, I said no. And I've always wanted a monkey, but I said no because
Spank the
I
monkey.
really, I'm getting to the age. If anybody's ever had a pet raccoon,
No,
I-
I
but
say
haven't, but I had a friend that did. Actually,
They
my
tear your life
ex's
down.
cousin had it. Yeah.
they tear
do.
they tear your life down. Okay,
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
heard
they
do.
this. They're so cute.
It's worse than having a human teenager.
My
It's worse than
grandma
having
used to
human
feed this raccoon who used to come to her back door.
That's
And her reasoning, I love my grandma. Her reasoning was, but it's got thumbs. I have to
Exactly.
feed him.
They just look cool.
Because they go, "Oh, give me things.
They are so
Give me
adorable.
things."
Oh, you'll love this,
Trash panda.
Justin. You know what the Goatman's Bridge is?
No.
Sorry?
It's a bridge here in Denton that's haunted by a goat man. Okay,
Ooh, creepy.
and
I like it.
and like all these
Oh, you mean
places have
Jim
been there.
Brewer?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know who that is. But the thing was we went there and it's supposed to be like really, really horribly haunted, and like all these
Okay.
rituals go on there and stuff. And but me and Sunshine went there, and Justine, they were passing off. They were like, listen to it growl. And it was like in the bushes.
Yeah.
And me and Sunshine have done animal rescue for a lot of our time together.
Yeah.
And both of us was immediately like,
That's a
you
dude.
know what that is. You know what that is. And Sunshine went running over into the bushes, and the lady was like, stop! Oh my God, stop! You gotta stop. And we were both like, it's a baby raccoon. There's a baby raccoon over there.
Aw.
And if you've ever heard a raccoon, they put their hands down like this and they go,
Yeah.
wah, wah, wah. And that's their way of telling you to get the fuck away.
Right.
And so every time the group would come through for the haunted tour,
Yeah, the baby
the raccoon was
would-
like, wah, 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 wah. And we were like,
And so she just went over there going,
just
I know what that
destroyed-
is.
yeah, right.
You
And I'm
just
like,
completely destroyed their whole tourism thing. And they were
Oh,
probably planning on making like postcards and shit for their gift shop, and you fucked it up. You're gonna be there every day. The
legend of
tourists are
Goat
coming
Man
by.
was
That's
destroyed
not a goat
before it
man.
started.
That's just a raccoon.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay.
Fuck up.
Zach
That
Baggins
could've
came
been
there and
funny
really
'cause it's
tripped out.
Nathan.
He totally did his whole thing there. So
Oh yeah.
and the lady was like, he overdid it like really bad and stuff, and like put this negative thing to it and all this. But
Now
whatever.
Oh,
we
that
actually have to
sucks.
hire
A lot of
goat
people
man.
been there. A lot of
The
people. would go
best
there.
story I ever heard, like, okay, so it's just turning into cryptids because it's just too fun. I love cryptid stuff. I'm fascinated by like this cryptid shit. So because in Michigan we've got a lot of it, because we got a lot of woods, especially on the the northern west side of Michigan, and there's this highway that runs, I think it's through Muskegon, but I'm not sure. It's the west side of the state. And this trucker had a wolf man tracking his truck, and this thing was like, it was like American Werewolf in London, like running after him. And he tried to get footage of it, but he was so scared. This big trucker guy was so scared to death, running, like he was running for his life from this thing. And I'm like, ooh, makes you kind of curious. I've taken a ferry. There in Lake Michigan, there is
Did they see
a
it?
Bermuda. What?
Valerie would want to know if they saw its butt because she loves werewolf's butts, if you remember. I just wondered if you got to see the butt.
Man,
Like
but
werewolf button. I cannot.
that movie is so because they're constantly having him change into a werewolf, and it's got his clothes come off, so you're constantly seeing
Man,
the poor
you'd have
guy's
to be
butt.
buying a lot of clothes for that.
He
to
likes
happen. That would
Dr.
be so
Pepper.
expensive after a while.
I just
So
couldn't not
funny.
see the Dr. Pepper guy, because he used to sell Dr. Pepper. But I've been watching that lady that you sent me, and
Dee.
I don't know what's going on there yet.
She's crazy. She's.
What?
I think she scares herself to death most of the time. Is what she's doing.
Is this a YouTuber? Or...
But every now and then,
These dark
you're like,
adventures. Yeah, I'll show you the.
every now and then
channel.
you're like, is she really seeing something? I think I see it. I think I saw it too. But
Yeah.
like 90% of the time you're like,
Suggestion or something.
she's out on a limb, like
She's
she's
doing
like,
like ghost hunting live kind of thing, or
More like
it was Dogman.
cryptids.
I was watching the Dogman.
Oh, she's got a second channel. I got a sub to that.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I was watching. The
I've got her
Dogman thing.
first channel, and she had this one that was really good where this thing, it was during the day, and she was in this field of corn. It was these big cornfields, right? And it was like at dusk, and you could see this thing peeking out at her, just like the video you showed me of that thing that was peeking at sunshine.
right.
But this
That
was,
was
a
weird.
really
He
long
who
time
that's
ago.
weird.
walks behind the rows.
Yeah, it was creepy.
Maybe she's being stalked by some children in a cornfield.
But she goes and looks for Bigfoot or Wolfman. Her main thing is Bigfoot, but she's got a lot of Wolfman in here too. The wolf guys.
Dogman and stuff.
Yeah, Dogman. That's it.
What
I like
if,
to call it
instead of
Wolfman.
turning into a wolf and the moon turns full, you turn into a pug?
Yeah.
Like the transformation would be so much more horrible because your eyes would just go.
A werepug.
Your face just smashes in. You just,
But yeah, here's her channel. I won't like show any of it. But
that's
I can
literally
show
the sound they make too.
So if anybody likes like cryptids and stuff and likes to watch people go like try to find them, this girl is amazing. She's amazing. And she scares the crap out of herself most of the time. And it's Dee's Dark Adventures. But like this one's a satanic cult. This one shadow creatures, so she does paranormal.
This looks like a lot of Blair Witch kind of style.
It is.
Like,
It kind of, yeah. So here's one of them.
I don't feel like I feel like she believes what she's doing.
Oh yeah, I do too. Here's one of them. This is a lot of what she'll do. Is she'll go and just film what she's doing on a live, and it's really grainy and messed up, and she'll just talk to chat, and she's all freaked out.
Was this filmed on a Nokia?
Yeah,
Like a-
doesn't it
like a
look like
fucking-
it? But she's out in the middle of nowhere, so her service is like
Yeah,
total
it's
crap.
and I learned this weekend that is bad.
Oh yeah, right?
Just
Yeah.
It's just filmed on a
Looks-
potato.
because I'd imagine as well, like there's no light pollution there, so that's like proper dark, presumably as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is. I don't even know where she's
'Cause
at.
you can be in
here,
the
but-
countryside here, and it looks like the fucking middle of the day because of the like cities all around and stuff. So
Yup, it's same here. But so
Yeah.
she's showing this bunch of trees, and she's saying that's a Bigfoot nest. Okay. And so now she's looking for like eyeballs, I think, at this point. So this is just looks like a portion of the live that she had just recently, like a few months ago. So yeah, she's a loon. I love her. I think she's hysterical.
You know what freaks me out is he was talking about the Blair Witch shit. But have you ever seen the camping videos where people fuck with people and while they're doing those solo
Yeah.
camping?
Yes.
It's not just one person; it's all different people.
Yes.
And I'm thinking, you know, who's more fucking idiotic there? You know,
yeah.
and
Exactly.
So this
I
is
agree with you.
kind of scare
If
other-
I'm
scare
camping-
other people, like
Yeah.
hey, if I'm camping and you come up on my camping tent, it will be the last camping tent you ever come up on.
Those
Yeah.
are some of the
Okay.
freakiest ones because you know that's an actual person trying to hurt that, person
That
inside
freaks
that
me out.
vehicle.
And I
No,
hate
you
to
know what
say
you
it,
do,
but
though?
it
What you
really
do
schizzes me out.
It does.
is
It
you get
schizzes
a
me out
zip
too.
tie. You get a zip tie, and you zip tie the zippers together, and then you go beat on the tent, and then the person goes and unzip the tent, and goes zip zip zip. zip.
You know,
No,
but
don't
these
do
aren't
that.
even tents. They're sleeping in their trucks, their cars, and their vans, right?
Oh, well, I'm talking about an actual tent, like.
Oh, no, and
How
they're
you gonna
tents.
mess with
They
something
have
like
tents, but it's mainly and they go remote camping, so then they do it all by themselves or with a pet or something. But the ones that have really freaked me out are the guys in the vans, right? And they've got their setup and they're trying to sleep or whatever, and they hear something out there, and it's a knock. Knock, 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 you know, and then they hear somebody walking around the van, and it's like, oh no, I would never do that without a weapon. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
never
no,
do
no, no.
that, you know.
No.
You know what I think would be kind of funny though is like hang out around outside of like a campground and just have like a range of various like instruments and just start playing them in the middle of the tree, just like a shaker, and like randomly like a jaw harp, boing.
Oh man, it would
No,
freak
wasn't it?
people
People are like,
out.
what the fuck is?
But you know, look. I would not like to go camping by myself.
No, not
I've done
alone
it. I've
like
done
that.
it. But Sunshine, and y'all have heard me yell at her about this and stuff. If someone shoots a gun in our neighborhood or outdoors, she runs toward it.
Oh, girlfriend.
No. I mean, everybody's like,
I sense
and she's
danger.
like, that's normal. She's like, I want to see what's going on so I can know to be away from it. I'm like, there's the sound. Go away.
Right.
And when we're camping, it's no different. It's no different. Some coyotes
Bear
were like in the
wars.
woods. She started eating Vienna sausages around these mangy packs of
Oh
coyotes.
God. Oh boy.
And they came in for like the whole group of us. I mean, I've never seen coyotes be like rabid before.
Coyote whisperer.
They came unglued on us, and she's like, "Here, some sausages," and I'm like, "Oh my god!"
you talk about coyotes.
There's no survival instinct going on here
Are you talking
whatsoever.
about coyotes? She's feeding the coyotes.
She'll feed coyotes. She'll feed anything. I mean, you've seen her. She feeds. People are like, "Oh my god, quit feeding like these wild animals," and they're like,
I mean, I'm sure
and for some
coyotes-
reason they don't kill her.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah, but I saw you. I saw you. You know, being a seagull whisperer. You know, on your show. That was kind of funny because they're just like flapping. They're just kind of hovering there. Like,
Did you see the?
You know?
Look, he took it out of my hand. Did you see the Pookie hermit crab?
Yes. Pookie
Okay, I
crab.
gave that Pookie hermit crab to a little boy that was about 6 years old, and his mom said he wanted a hermit crab, but I am not paying $20 for a freaking hermit crab. I said, I got him a hermit crab right here, and I opened up the little Easter egg I had him in.
Aw.
And that hermit crab, I don't know if you've seen, but he was teeny tiny. And the little boy was like, oh my God, it's a little baby one.
Oh,
Can I have him, Mom? And his mom was like, yes, you can have him. And he's probably going to go kill him.
Right.
But until he dies, that little boy is going to love that hermit crab.
Right, that's true. Yes.
And there were so many of them.
Be like Homer Simpson with when he had his pet lobster, and he was like, and like it was
Pinchy?
like Bart was like, where's Pinchy? And he's like, oh, I was just giving him a hot bath at
oh,
Pinchy. No, and then like at the end of the episode, he's like Pinchy, nom, nom, dipping him in butter, like.
Oh man,
I was so happy that little boy took it, though. So
yeah.
that is cool. That's cool. You made a
a little
kid's
boy has
like,
the
day
Pookie
happy.
crab.
You're like
That's
being so
cute.
sweet about the boy's happiness, but being so wide-eyed about the fact, yeah, he's going to kill it. But in the
Oh,
meantime,
yeah, he's good.
love it.
Little crab bite.
Clear
They-
eyed,
The
beautiful.
tourist industry there on the hermit crabs, they have these little bitty boxes, and they throw in this little package of crab food and a little fake tree. And I've filmed it. It's like $40.
Oh my
You know,
god.
and then $20 for the hermit crab, $60, and these kids see these little painted shells on the hermit crab, and what they don't tell them is,
Creates
hey,
FOMO.
they painted SpongeBob and shit on the shell,
Yeah.
but the more you feed your little hermit crab, the bigger it gets, and he's gonna leave that shell.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
shed
that
the
shell.
shell. It doesn't
And
matter.
another thing, they look cute when they're in the shell, and I know this
Yeah.
because I freaked out. But when they get out of their shell, they look like freaking Satan.
Yeah, they do.
I'm like, I've been holding you and loving you, you ugly. Yeah, it looks like a scorpion or something.
Yeah, it looks like a
Yeah,
bug.
they do. That's
I was just like,
very
no,
horrifying.
dude, that's bad.
That's
They look
something
like
probably should
crayfish
actually-
to me. They always,
Probably.
we had them when we were little kids. When in first grade, we had a little hermit
They look like,
crab.
you know what they look like is like fucking face huggers from Alien.
God, to me,
Like,
to me, they look like a crab with their asses like a baby finger.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny me.
I mean, they very much do look a lot like the face huggers, though.
Yeah, no, they did.
like-
They did.
They probably modeled the face huggers after a hermit crab, most likely.
And they're everywhere.
Yeah.
And the thing is they're charging like, and I got it. They painting their shells like SpongeBob ain't free. Yeah. I'm not even kidding. you. They even had some that had like marijuana leaves on them and shit.
It's so sad. And they're selling that to little kids, though.
Oh, no. There's believe me, there's all kinds of people buying them. And
Herbie the Hermit.
Did y'all see
Yeah.
my phone? It would not record. Luckily for me, it didn't record music in the background,
Yeah.
but it would record my voice. I don't even know what the fuck that is.
That was wild. Actually,
Technology.
the sound quality on your phone sounded really good. Like, you didn't have any
Sunshine
of
went
that
to hers and
background
it picked
noise.
it up immediately.
Yeah,
Sunshine went
weird.
over to her stream, but nobody went over there because
That's kind of cool though, because like in protests, like cops have like used music to try to like fuck with people recording them,
Yeah.
and so like your phone's probably would probably duck that entirely. If you
Yeah.
were recording
Yup.
it,
I was
yeah.
happy because they were playing some really hardcore copyright strike shit in that gift shop.
Right.
Oh my god, that whole that whole place was very touristy, you know.
Well,
And
yeah.
I will tell you
Course
this.
not.
I don't know
Yep.
how to explain this, and I didn't want. Sunshine's like, you need to be careful when you're saying shit like this. So I'll say it on Justine's show. No, I like being around rich people, and I'm sorry. Guess
Okay.
what? Because their crimes consist of wrecking golf carts drunk, and it usually only hurts them. Okay? And for a week, I was away from horrible crime where you didn't have to worry about stuff getting stolen and
Yeah.
nothing. You didn't have to worry about getting robbed. You didn't have to worry about putting on this like, hey, what are you looking at? And I had to go through life like that here in Dallas.
Right,
Like-
right.
Like, you know, what do you, if you want shit, I'm here. 50%, I'm here for you. But there you just, everybody's so kick back and casual. No
Yeah.
crime, no nothing. And then we came back to Dallas today after a week of just no crime and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, we got to get the stuff out of the back of the truck because it'll get stolen if we leave it out there.
right,
you know,
right. Yeah.
And not even like bad people. They're like, okay, well, you left stuff in the back of your truck. You deserve to have it stolen because you're that stupid. You're like, oh, God.
I
you know,
went
and, like-
from a neighborhood where I was just like that. Actually, you couldn't leave anything in the car. You had to lock up your car. Many times, if I didn't lock my car and I left change in like one of the, cup holders or something, that was gone in the morning. They would go around and look for the change in your cars. It was the drunk guys on the bicycles that got caught for DUIs, so they would bicycle around to the bars. So they would get strapped for cash and go through the cars and grab your money. So they do that, or they break your windows if they got drunk. They at one point during the pandemic, they started stealing whole air conditioners
Yeah, they did that here in Dallas.
from your house. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still fucking catalytic converters off from your car.
Off your
too,
car,
so-
but whole air conditioners off your house. It was crazy. And that neighbor that threw the Christmas tree in my yard, somebody had caught him opening my gate, and I didn't know it was him. Luckily, my neighbor told me it was him, and then I was like, okay, it's just crazy, man. But I thought somebody was trying to steal my air conditioner in my house because they kept opening my gate, and my gate had a lock on it. And so they were getting the lock open and opening the gate. I'm like, how the fuck are they doing this? It was my crazy neighbor. He's just crazy.
One time I saw this dude run his freaking, he had one of those Scion box cars, you know? You ever
Oh,
seen
yeah,
those?
yeah.
And it looks like a box. He ran it up on the curb and then smashed it into the side of this house. And then,
Oh my God.
and it hit the air conditioning unit. And he got out and started huffing the Freon out of the air conditioning
Oh
unit.
fuck!
Holy
And I swear, I don't
shit.
even hang out with that guy anymore.
Yeah, I would stop after that too.
Oh,
yeah.
anymore.
Is this
I'm not even lying.
You and me
Hey, and-
should
is this
hang
another
out.
one of your
You're
friends'
bad
as
fault?
funny
influence.
as that is, it's funny as that is. It's a true story. That was the
Mom
day
says
I'm
you're a
like,
bad
dude.
influence.
And then and hey, and his neighbors knew him and it was his neighbor's house. His neighbors were like, Mike, why you? And that's why he did shit like that. They were rich. They were rich, you know. So they're like, why you, rascal?
Yeah.
Wait until your
Dude.
parents get home. I'm going to
Right.
tell them. And he's like, zoom, 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 zoom. Zoom, 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 zoom.
Whoa.
And I'm like behind him, and I'm like, Mike, dude, like, whoa, like,
Yeah.
why are you huffing the Freon? You can't let it go to waste, man.
Crazy.
Oh, dude.
As his face is freezing, it's all good. It's like
No,
blue
no,
velvet.
Hey, he wasn't new to it. He was true to it. This dude, I like one time I
True
came and
blue.
he was huffing gasoline. I'm like, what the hell, dude?
Oh,
If you ever known a huffer, and, one time I came over to his house and he had his whole face. Everybody had been getting on to him about like, dude, you got to quit huffing shit. You're fucking crazy. And I came in and his face was just gold.
yeah,
And he's
yeah,
like-
I've
he's
seen
like-
that. Yeah,
He's like, what's up, man?
right. Exactly.
Mikey, have you been huffing again? No, dude. No, I told y'all all I quit that. I'm not doing that anymore. That's
It's Blue Velvet. Thank you.
There you go. I've never watched that whole movie. With Dennis
Oh, well, you don't have to. It's okay.
okay.
Dennis Hopper, yeah. Yeah.
I like having a CPAP machine.
I have seen that movie in different capacities for several
You can get
times.
so wrecked. Puffing one
Hot
of these
boxing
inside
yourself.
and yeah, because it pumps oxygen like and stuff like through, so it just literally breezes right into your lungs.
Holy shit.
I
I
thought
just
that's what
lay
you were
there- I'll
doing.
just
but
lay there
I'm
before
like,
I go to
nah,
sleep,
he's
just-
not doing that. Oh, he is doing that.
He is doing They're doing that. That's what
My
he's
buddy gave
Get
doing.
me
away
one
and
of
knock
those.
yourself out. I tell you what.
I
But
had
I
a
didn't want to put a pap thing on my face.
I had an ex that, okay, so when I met him, he lived in this little house with another dude on a Christmas tree farm, and he did a lot of drugs. And so they had this gas mask. And so, yeah, they would pump the weed into the gas mask and hotbox themselves all the time. I'm like, why are you doing this?
Yeah, I imagine it got pretty nasty though after a while because
It got
I
bad
wouldn't do
here.
it. It's like the shot luge. It's like the shot luge. I'm not doing that either. That's gross.
It got bad in here. We took like a QP and put it on a shop vac with a big full top
Yeah.
and a freaking like torch.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we just and we were blowing the freaking had the shop vac blowing smoke in here. And it got so bad, and there was like so many people that didn't
probably.
smoke. There were so many people in here that didn't smoke
Yeah.
that got they're like, I don't
All
get high.
contact buzzed.
everything
and
Oh,
is
you
everything's a
contact
bomb.
my ass. You could
they
not
were
see in
they
here.
were hotbox. They
They were
just-
doing some stupid shit too. They were doing some stupid shit. I had to like my brother. He didn't smoke and he stuck his hand in a squirrel fan. I was like, "What? What are you doing, man? Ow! Ow! Ow!" And you're like, dude. I mean, there was
Bro, stop.
yeah, no. He was like, I can stop it. You gotta go with the flow, man. And I'm like, and the squirrel fan was to keep it like aerated in here and stuff. But yeah, that
Oh
was
my
some stupid
God.
shit. But what it was, Justine, is it was like some dirt weed,
Yeah.
And we didn't want to smoke it. It was
Right.
a really stupid idea, so we just blew it, and
Yeah.
it was like,
Yeah, it's a way to get rid of some crap ass weed. I
Yeah.
totally get it. That's why you do dumb things like this.
And I was not that I know,
fill
but
your
I had this
entire
friend.
bathroom with
You probably know that friend that I hang out with. You know that friend? There's a friend I knew, and he used to make hash, and Justine, you can legally make hash where you're at, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I've done
so
it
do you
often.
make it?
Ann
Do you
Arbor
make
is
it with
where they host the
isopropyl,
hash
or
bash.
do you make it with
No.
butane, or do you make it
No.
with ice?
Yes.
Or do you? Okay, my friend used to make the ice too because it seems to be
Bubble
clean, but
hash, they call it.
It takes
yeah.
a long.
The,
It takes a long time.
Dry
It's
ice.
it's a pain in the butt, but you
It
can
sounds-
get a decent. I mean, we
What-
used to get like a good
they use-
ball of it, but it was
they
because
use-
we grew.
Limey, what they do is they you use like filtering bags. They have like a certain micron, like I think it's like what 3
I'll find
bags
them.
with differing micron
Right.
filtering abilities or whatever, and you like sift it through like buckets of ice.
These are the
and
exact ones
water,
I had.
and-
As,
It's
like-
water ice then, not dry ice.
It's
water
regular
ice.
ice, and you take a mixer. Here they are. Those are the exact bags I had with the buckets. And you take one of those hand mixers, just a hand mixer, and you put a bag of ice in there in the top bucket with your material, your plant material, and you with water, some cold water, and you beat it like you were making a cake. And you beat it, and you beat it, and you beat it, and you beat it, and you beat it. And that breaks off all the trichomes off the leaves and whatever you've got. And then what you do is you freeze your hands to death, and you squeeze those bags out. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And so the top bag doesn't have as much material as your very bottom one. When you get to the bottom, you collect it out of each bag. You have to collect all the material out of each bag. You make a ball of it, and then you got to let that dry. And that's the fun part. And
That's
then
what
you
takes,
get to cure
it
it.
takes a long time.
Yeah.
And with like I have a buddy that does the butane stuff all the time, and he was the same buddy that I have the Freon does the butane.
Yeah, but that's like explosive, so I never wanted to use.
Yeah.
But it dries out so quick.
It
I mean,
does, but it leaves a nasty residue. You can taste it in the hash. I've had
what
it.
he would do is he would put it in one of those. Have you seen those electric vape machines?
Yeah.
It's a box. It's a little box.
Yeah.
It has this hose that comes out of it.
Yeah, the Vapornado or something.
I just could not do it. I could not do it. Well, it's wooden. It's a wooden box.
Okay.
And it has this long tube that comes out of it that turns. You put the like wax or whatever. And he was breaking.
You didn't even do weed.
Well, what he was doing is he was putting isopropyl over the weed. Okay, and it would look like a little rocket, a little metal tube like a rocket.
Yeah.
And this dude was always getting mad scientist on shit. And then you take like butane that you put into a lighter, okay, and go shh, and it would pour all over it, and it would come out the bottom of it, right, into a clear thing, and within a couple of minutes, that would evaporate off.
Right. Yeah,
Okay.
it does. Yeah, I've learned this method. Yeah.
And then he would take that and put it on. Only thing is, I'm like, hey, I'm so glad this is your show. I'd be like, Mike, dude, do you realize that we just got 6-7 hits off of nearly $200 worth of shit.
Yeah. Right. That's the point.
But it was badass.
Yeah. I used to I belonged to a lot of weed groups on Facebook because I was a grower. And so me and Kurt would get mad at these certain groups that would show these idiots would sit there with the wax, and it takes a ton of weed just to make a little bit of that wax or that butter. It takes a ton of weed to do that. They would take whole sheets of wax and bong it in one fell bong, just to I'm gonna use too much.
Call it a
I'm
milk
so
shot
cool.
where it turns so fucking like thick and it looks like milk
Yeah,
inside
but you can't. Why? Why?
you don't inhale all of that.
There's somebody with cancer that actually needs that stuff. And let me tell you something about wax. I don't know if y'all have ever done that stuff, but it's I always used to call it weed crack because it lasts for 2 minutes and it's gone.
Yeah.
I'd rather smoke a joint because this is going to keep me high for a while, couple hours actually. Whereas that shit, it's like gone. And you're constantly hit it. It's bad for your lungs.
Because I believe in I don't believe in wasting these things. My carts when they get low, and they get about that low, like I got a bunch of them in here. Like it's just I literally break them open and I get the wax out of there, put it in my pipe, and I just smoke it. I just literally straight up smoke the fucking wax out of these.
You know,
Yeah.
with a pipe and a lighter. Like, it works, and it actually gets you really good.
Well,
It
now-
probably gets you a little bit higher than actually using the pen itself.
These vapes, these are from California. They're MKX, right? And this is like RSO. This is like Rick Simpson oil.
69.
Sunshine.
Yeah, that's cancer. So they do fun, stupid things for these vapes, and each one has a sun sign on it. I never pay attention to it.
Sunset berries, which it doesn't taste like that
This
after,
one
like,
is
2 hits,
lemon cherry gelato. That's what I liked about it. It was a hybrid. It was lemon cherry gelato. I really didn't care if it was a can.
You know what
Yeah,
happened to my
cancer.
friend Justine? My friend the other day, he
Leela.
he only took 2 hits. This friend of mine, okay,
This friend, someone
yeah,
who isn't me.
and then he went fishing, and
boy.
he caught a shark, and a bunch of people came down and started looking at him and going, "Oh, mister! Hey, mister! Can I touch the shark? Can I touch the shark?" And even though this friend only had like maybe 2 or 3 hits,
Yeah.
he was like really tripping and all paranoid and being like, "Oh my God, all these people are fucking freaking me out." And so I told my friend, maybe you shouldn't smoke before you go shark fishing anymore.
There was only one time that I ever had like a moment, right? And it was when I went to Amsterdam in 2010, and I got way too excited being in Amsterdam, right? being the little high on that I am. I went to like every shop that I could and I was in heaven. I thought I was just actually in heaven. And I'm like, yeah, I'm a cosmonaut. I can handle this. I can do whatever. We got to this really small little coffee house, really cute, with the like hippie stuff on the floor, the rugs, and really right on a canal. And I get a sativa. I've been smoking indica all day. I get a sativa. Like, oh, let's switch it up. Like, stupid. And so, and you get your juice. You go sit on the couch. And I start smoking this thing. And all of a sudden, I start getting super freaking paranoid. I never get paranoid of weed. I never do. And I started, like, my heart starts racing. And I'm like, I'm starting to freak out. Okay. I've heard about this. And I looked out the window, and it was beautiful sunny day, and I'm right on a canal, and it literally looked like a painting. I'm like, you're fine. So I started talking to myself, like the PSC talk, right? You're fine. You're safe. Everything's good. You're in a safe place. Nobody's hurting you here. So I talked myself down on ledge very quietly. And the guy I was with said, "Oh, do you want another juice?" I'm like, "Get me a juice now." Because I needed the sugar.
Yeah,
My
I find
brain
sugar
needed
helps. The sugar
the
helps.
sugar and vitamin C too, because it was pineapple juice. So there was some vitamin C in it. I'm juice now. He was like, "Okay, shit."
I miss the good old days when weed actually did get me like really tripped up and high. There was one time I got frame by frame, like things were like stop motion. Like at one point I was like,
Like
"That's
strobe
cool."
lights. Yeah.
It's too
Yeah,
bad I'm
yeah.
driving, but just turn the radio up anyway. That's what my uncle tells me, Hey, just turn the radio up all the way, you'll be fine. I'm like, okay. This bridge is really long,
Yeah, I don't. But I mean, so that does. I don't understand how. I know y'all are smoking all the time. It just never gets y'all.
I don't.
I just don't know if I'm
You know what I
high
do?
anymore.
I don't really smoke all the time. So what I do is I have these, and they're 1 grammers, and I will take a few hits off of it and put it down. And then in like maybe a half hour later, oh, okay, yeah, I could use another couple of hits, and then I put it down. This can last like up to 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, but
You know?
I'm really good as long as nothing responsible happens to me.
I just do it whenever.
And I think I've
I
been
do it at
smoking
work.
so long, normal state of
That's how I
being
handle
for me
workplace
anymore.
stress.
Okay.
That's how
Well,
It's like
I've
this
gotten to
makes
where I
me
space it out a
normal. It
lot.
doesn't.
I
This
space it out a
brings
lot.
me to like focus instead of like scattered and all
to
over
me,
the
it's
place
like-
and goofy as
To me,
shit.
it makes me it helps me focus, and I can work like hardcore can work.
I got
when
a
I'm
theory
high.
about why we
Like-
smoked weed as kids, like especially me and Kurt. We're both ADD kids. Our brains were, yeah, you know, they were all over the place, and that slowed us down.
Did
you know
ever
what I
anybody
mean?
that smoked just because it was illegal?
Spike
Yeah,
smoking.
I knew some stupid people, but they were
I-
they should
hey.
never have smoked weed in the first place. They acted like assholes.
They made a ritual out of smoking, and I'm once again I'm glad this is your
I used
show.
to buy
'cause I
weed
can
off a
watch
couple
my
of
show.
them.
Well, yeah, but they would make a ritual out of it. Okay, we're getting out this bong. You have to clear it. You have to clear the hit, or you're not. Or we're all going to peer pressure, yell at you that you didn't clear the bowl. And they always had
Right.
these high pressure bongs that would shoot the fucking shit across the room if you didn't. And fucking, and man, it's all about the man bringing you down and shit. Hey, and then it got to where it was like fucking not even. Here in Texas, you have to have a QP for it to
Okay.
be anything anymore. They don't even
Okay.
care.
Right.
And when it got
They
to be
shouldn't.
like,
Oh, you
and
mean
when it got
Is
to
that
be
a quarter
like you,
pound?
Yeah,
Yes.
quarter pound.
Right.
and,
okay.
when it got to be where it wasn't that illegal anymore, and you can also get the Delta shit. They quit
Yeah.
smoking. They quit smoking. They were like,
What? No.
damn it! We
No.
wanted
Yeah.
this to be like horrible.
It's stupid, isn't it? It's like
Yeah. So they were only
Here-
smoking because it was, you know.
It was
buying it
illegal.
from the street dealer was part of the ritual.
Yeah, exactly. And
But
they may
that's-
have been that person. They may have been
that's
that
the-
person.
That's
That's
the
how I
thing
know them.
about making it legal is that it's really taken some of the stupid glam away from it by being illegal and put it
Yeah.
in the mainstream, so it's
because
no
now-
big deal anymore.
Now, if
That's
you
gonna be
drive
argument
down the
for it,
highways
yeah.
in Michigan,
Yeah.
it's just billboard after billboard of weed shops. Just
Oh,
everywhere.
8 Mile is Little Amsterdam. You
We should, like-
ride down 8 Mile, like from my house, I'm right at 8 Mile, right? You
Uh-huh.
ride down 8 Mile down to the west side, and it's like every other store is a dispensary.
in Monroe, like there's a cluster of them. Like LaPlacente's Road is like literally just like there's a like what was it? There's like the one that I go to exclusive, and then there's like another one, and then another one, and another one. It's just a strip mall of weed stores. You could like go from one store to the next.
Nice. A weed store crawl instead of a pub crawl.
Oh yeah, you could. Actually,
That
what they
city
need
would be
here.
So, like, we've got apparently one of the highest concentrations of pubs outside of London, and I could imagine the rest of it would be weed shops if they ever fucking legalize it here. I tell you, my city. Oh man,
Yeah.
I'd never leave the city again.
Oh, I'm telling you,
I
here
couldn't
that's
ever
exactly
leave the
what they
city
did.
again.
They would but what they need are lounges where people can go smoke. That's what they need.
I mean, seriously, like just fucking coffee shops would be amazing. Like I say, like my dream would be I don't want to run it because I don't want to run shit. I have problems running my life, but I want a bookshop and a coffee place that sells pot. Like that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Like I would just live
Yeah.
there all the fucking time.
Exactly. Like that would be my I would hang out there all the time too. You would be there constantly 24/7 because that's just yes. You know, I mean that's what I did. I hate to admit
You
it,
could have
but
a
all
corner
through
for-
college.
You could have a corner for gaming, and you. Oh man, it would be.
Yeah.
Or maybe a floor for gaming upstairs, and downstairs would be the chill, or vice versa. Yeah, man. I've got a
telling
mate,
you.
like I say, who's got trademarks and shit ready to go for the day they legalize, and he's a proper good chef, and he makes his own. He's experimented with making edibles and chocolate, and bought the
See?
can of butter maker and all of that. And he's like, "Yeah, Limey, I've got this trait," and I'm like, "Just give me a job. They legalize it. You set up and give me." And he's like, "All right, I'll give you a job." And I said, "Can we smoke on the job?" And he went, "Yeah." And I went, "I'm there. I'm fucking there." So yeah,
Yeah, hell yeah.
right.
I mean, that's
And
kind
he's
of what
got his
I'm
head
looking
screwed on,
into.
like, he's an intelligent guy. So yeah.
And that's what they did here. The problem is that everybody decided they were going to grow, right? They were going to grow weed. Well, it's just weed. It's easy to grow. First of all, it's not that easy to grow if you want to grow it to, spec,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You have to put things into it. So the ones that weren't doing that great just fell off. But the serious
There you
ones
go.
kept on, and
Hey,
there were a
Gemma.
lot of them. Gemma, hey! And,
Gemma.
and
Yeah,
so
that'd be cool.
there was a glut of them. Everybody started doing this, and then they started doing farms up north.
Right.
But the problem with that is you needed like literally barbed wire around your farm and people with AK-47 pit bulls. Because if you didn't, my brother was going to invest in one up north, but they not raided it. The cops didn't raid it. People took it like guerrillas with guns and
Jesus.
took the land over like it was the wild freaking West. They took it over because it was a pot farm. So you have
See
to
that?
spend the
that's
money to do all that on top of growing it
Jeez.
there.
You need
Yeah.
turrets. Is what
That's why you
some
need federal
turrets.
legalization or turrets. Yeah, either turrets or federal legalization. Right?
You were too
One of
close
the
to
other.
the weed field.
But I mean, yeah, just because it's legalized by the state isn't protecting them.
defense.
You have to spend the money to protect
No,
your
'cause
own farm.
Didn't
They
Obama
don't
do
care.
more pot raids than the previous Republican politician when he was in office, right? And I was like, what? Mister, I smoked in college. Fuck you.
Oh, please. I never inhaled. I didn't inhale. Bullshit.
Mhm.
You
I'll
inhaled.
tell you, I had a
You
friend
liked
that
it.
used
Not
to-
Tower
have
defense
sex
situation
with
with the
that.
pot field.
Have you ever seen like the
What
low,
is
the low space and low voltage? I'm sure y'all probably never had to deal with that, but here in Texas, they will. If you were here in Texas and you were growing, I do not do that, and I swear to God that. But they watch your electric bill
Oh yeah, they
for a
did
12
that.
cycle.
Helicopters will fly
So
around
one of the
and do, like,
things that I
infrared.
was
They look for thermal stuff. They
Well,
do
and-
fly the helicopter. Yes,
Yeah.
I've heard them. Thup thup
Yeah.
thup. Yep.
yeah,
They
and-
do all
but
that.
when they have like 125 watt like low pressure sodium, or is it high
Hey, Herbs.
pressure? The yellow light. What did y'all grow with? Did y'all grow with the metal halide, or did y'all grow with the sodium?
I grew with
yellow
halide
or
and
the blue?
LEDs.
Okay,
Yeah,
LEDs,
red.
That was
Red for the
late.
grow. So
Well,
for
that was
the
later years.
for the bloom, I used red halide bulb and red LEDs.
Wow.
Okay, in my grow room because as much light as you can get. People said I was crazy, but I didn't care. I ran a big fan, so I didn't have the heat problem. I kept the heat problem down. I also had a cooling humidifier in there that kept the temperature down. So unless the plants, I couldn't grow like tatas because I was literally in a closet, and if it got that high, I had pretty high ceilings, but the problem was it was hot up there, so they would bolt if they got real tall. So I couldn't grow really tall plants. I had to grow indicas, small, short,
Right.
stocky, right? But the way I kept the room, I had a couple of fans, I had a cooling humidifier, so that kept the temp down, and light. So plus the LEDs and white walls. I did white walls. I was thinking doing the Mylar, but it's a pain in the ass and it comes off stupid. So we just did stark white walls. And then for the veg, we just did, you don't really need a room for that. You just do like fluorescents and you have your table and stand, and you put your whatever, your seeds, your clones, as close to the fluorescent light as possible. You need blue light on that side. So blue light for vegetable, and red light, red for your bloom, because that's what it responds to in the 12-12. So, and I got buds. I'll send you pictures.
Yeah,
I have old pictures.
Sounds good.
So my friend
fun.
only had the what you probably call them the red, the yellow, the yellow, which was good for but when you only have one, and this was more of an experiment than anything, and it was 125 watts. Okay. And so it was low,
way low.
But I wanted this friend wanted to see how much yield you could get out of 125 watts. Right. Big fan, and the walls was Mylar, but it was the the sun things that you put in your car to keep your car from
yes.
Okay, that was on the wall.
The reflection thing.
And I'm talking about it, so it was a short squat. It was bubble gum. Mm-hmm. So that's a short indie plant. Yeah. Very short, squatty, and nice, just heavy. And every part of the plant just frosted out.
Nice.
But you could get a high yield off of a small input.
Right.
For people who, I think they call them closet grows and stuff.
Yes. Yeah. Or gorilla grows. I mean,
trees.
Yeah, I had a gorilla grow too. Now I had a buddy, my friend Greg. He grew in the back of an old entertainment center. And he's actually the guy that gave me my first clones. He grew White Widow. Yeah. And he gave me my first White Widow clones that I killed. Anyway. But he grew in the back of this entertainment center, and he had the lights in there and everything, but it was hidden. And he had to remove the backing to this entertainment center for you to actually see the plants. And he had like 10 plants in there, man. It's crazy. Nice. It was really cool.
Yeah. Well, now with the LED,
little bonsai, you got
they're not using power.
Those are auto flowers. Those little bonsai ones. Trees. Yeah, those are auto flowers. And we were talking about that before. That's that ruderalis mix. So they mix a ruderalis with an indica or sativa.
You hated?
It's cat.
You froze.
It smells like cat
piss. I was like, it's cat.
But it's
government's
really
like,
hard.
No.
It's really hard to get. Are you saying they're really short? Like, I mean, the shortest I've ever
trees.
How big?
I don't know, like the size of a little bonsai tree, I guess. I've never actually. I've just seen them online,
right?
And I just thought that was kind of cool. Like that's just a little bonsai tree. Yeah.
I've heard of like people doing this in like. Have you heard of people like doing it in parks and stuff?
Yeah, you get arrested for that shit.
No.
Especially if you show your ass.
I used to know this dude, and he's in jail now. And he's very popular. He's called Mark Emery. He was called the Prince of Pot.
Oh, no.
And his whole site was Overgrow the World, right? So people were going and taking seeds and putting them all around the world and the idea is to grow so much out everywhere that they just gave up on trying to contain it.
Well, at that point, it becomes an invasive species.
Right. And that's what he was trying to do. And people were putting it like, welcome to Dallas, and they would have it written in flowers and shit, and then right in the middle of the flowers would be a big freaking bush growing.
Oh man, I need to get some seeds and plant them in the planters at the mall.
Like, yeah. There you go.
Just see like how long it takes before they're like, wait.
Exactly.
Yeah, but the thing is someone like me. I'm sorry, I'm an asshole. You know this. Someone like me would come through and be like, "Oh my God, mine."
Yeah, because what you guys were saying before, I heard like in the UK they would have helicopters with thermal imaging cameras to like try and track people through woods and shit like that they're chasing, or for like firefighting, and they see all these roofs glowing and they're like, what the fuck's going on? And then eventually they manage to work out, it's people are growing in their fucking attics, And then,
Yeah,
like you say,
dude.
once LEDs come along,
Yeah.
now those roofs don't glow anymore.
Right.
Well, the heat is picked up in infrared, so it's gonna look like a giant fireball in your house.
Yeah.
If you've
Well,
got,
not
like,
much
a
with
lot
the
of lights and
LEDs though.
stuff.
Yeah.
You
No,
couldn't
not with the
tell.
LEDs. The LEDs
Yeah,
don't
it's
put
not
off
very
any
cool.
heat.
Yeah.
They don't put off any heat. So we had we had the halide, which would put off a ton of heat, right?
Mhm.
But we had these little red LEDs, 4 of them. They were this big and they cost a lot of money. They cost like $250 each. These
Oof.
little LED lights, but they were concentrated red light. And I had them in the 4 corners of this closet that I had as a grow. And wow, did they produce nice big fat buds. Wow. And just the trichomes on them, you didn't even need a loop to see these trichomes. You could just see them. It was like,
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
it was cool.
Right. Looks
That's
like,
like, go to the
some.
back of my wardrobe and you'll see Narnia. I promise you.
Yeah.
It looked like,
Yay.
like I said, the bubble gum was the best I ever seen.
Yeah, that's fun
The
stuff.
stems were just like, it looked like crystals growing on the stems.
When
on
you
the-
can
on the
chew the
leaves.
stem, when you want to eat the leaves,
Well, and
you know?
that's where they would make the ice. That's where the icing would
The
come.
bubble hash would come
Right.
from. Yes, that's
And,
why you save the leaf. And the sugar leaves, some of the sugar leaves that from the stuff we grew were so white with trichomes that we dry it, smoke it.
Well,
you know.
I mixed that across to this strain called Skywalker.
Oh yeah, Skywalker
And,
OG. Yeah,
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you right now, everybody that smoked it would get way too blown out, and I even had people like throwing up.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I've never
It
done
was-
that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
well,
That's
well,
never
Hyper
bothered me like
emesis.
that.
And that's fun when, like, if you haven't
The
smoked it a good
Skywalker was
minute,
already that way. pretty
Yeah.
much.
This
if you haven't
stuff,
s- if you-
it's
if you
called
haven't
Death
smoked-
Star, and this is a hybrid. Or not a well, it's a cross from Skywalker OG. And this.
So
is
wait,
clone
what
only.
happens if you mix some of the Skywalker with the Death Star? Does it blow up?
Yeah. I want to find out though.
What was that? What was that one strain? It had a guy's name. It was so popular back when I was a little bit younger.
Jack Harrer?
Yeah. And
I
everybody
grew
was
that,
scared
and
of
I
that.
wasn't that impressed with.
Absolutely
You know,
not.
want
I
to know
wasn't
something
either.
funny? Jack Harrer didn't like Jack Harrer weed.
I wasn't impressed with it myself.
I wasn't
I
either.
The diesel, I just love the shit. That sour diesel.
Me
shit.
too. I like the New York Diesel was one of my
Yeah.
favorites. I grew that too, and
What about the
Bubba
what about
Kush
the
was a good one.
what about the Vin Diesel?
Vin Diesel. What was that a
shit's
cross
tough.
of?
Hey, now me and what is it? Deep Burrito. You know Deep.
Yeah.
I think one of his favorite strains and one of my favorite strains. It's not really that
Strawberry
potent
banana.
at all. Not even
Strawberry
that great of
banana.
high. It's strawberry banana.
I
It's
grew
such-
that
it's
too.
Such a smooth.
Oh,
it's
is
such
that
a
what that's
smooth.
about?
It's I liked it. It was a
cookies.
smooth. I like the smoothness of it.
Wookie cookies.
It was.
Man,
I
have you tried
could-
that? Have you tried
No,
that
no.
string Ewok shit?
Yeah, that's brilliant.
I could mow the yard. I could answer the door with Jehovah Witnesses after strawberry banana. Look, Skywalker, I was hiding under the couch saying, "Sunshine, there's someone outside. They're gonna get me."
That's funny.
They're
So
like,
I liked growing the
the
Granddaddy
dogs.
Perps. That was a cool. That was fun to grow. Except it
what?
like when it's called Granddaddy Perps.
That just
It's
like post Diddy. That just sounded so wrong.
this was like way before that though. I promise you.
Yeah, uh-huh.
It was Granddaddy Perps. It's still crossed with a bunch of other stuff. In fact, I think I saw somebody had it one day, like not too long ago, a couple days ago. I saw somebody had Granddaddy Perps. I can't remember. It was on a live stream, but I grew this stuff, and my friend gave me a clone of it. He grew it, and I was like, "Oh, I want purple weed." He's like, "Grow this," and he shoved this at me. I was like, "Okay," but the way it grew all derpy. the branches went blah, blah, you
Well,
know,
clones
and
will
like
do that
you tried to
sometimes.
like make it go somewhere and it would go no, blah, you know? But
Have
it
you ever double
was
cycled one?
yeah, I didn't like
And
doing
they'll do
it.
that. They'll do that every
Sucked.
freaking time, and it takes a long
really?
time.
It takes a long ass time, and
Yeah.
the plant isn't that healthy. I didn't think it was worth it for my
Well, it
purposes.
grew like goofy, man. It like one of those bamboo that goes around the spiral.
Oh, yeah.
Another plant that I grew that was like that, and I got
Just
these
bleed.
clones from a like a club, like a cannabis club at the time, was Super Silver Haze. And I didn't realize it was a sativa, and it also grew all blah. And it took over. I mean, I have a closet, right?
Yeah.
It took over the entire stupid room. I had to like take one of those like string and wrap it around the plant, like.
Yeah.
Oh
So it
man,
would
that sounds
stay
like a
in.
problem I want to have.
I know it, and the weed itself was okay. To me, it was a little fluffy. I wasn't that. I stopped growing it, and I went to So I did this Granddaddy Purps, and it was purple, and it tasted purple, not grape,
What?
not raspberry.
Like-
It tasted
like
purple.
drink.
Yeah,
Yeah, like purple, like blue tastes like
Purple.
blue. Even though
like blue is blue. This was purple. It was weird. And it was
what's your
like
favorite flavor? Purple.
it was good though.
Are we
It was
talking about
really good.
crayons or drinks here?
And then
That's
the
always
other
evaded me. Purple.
really unusual weed that I grew from seed, and I got it from Amsterdam. It was from Greenhouse Seed Company, and they called it Church. And I was like, I wonder why they call this Church. And I started to grow it, and then I grew it. I was like, oh, it's very pretty bud, smells good. Still don't know why they call it Church. Dried it, cured it, started smoking it. Tastes just like gin. That's why they call it Church. Because, people sneaking the gin into church in the Netherlands as drinking in church. Like, that's funny.
I've never. I'm sure you have. Have you ever grown any of that? Like any of the like drop cushes, like lemon drop kush or anything
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah,
What does that look like? It tastes good to me, but it was kind of weird.
I'm trying to remember. I think it was the lemon, or there was a few of them I grew like that. I grew this stuff called Alien OG. That was really weird. It did this weird herming thing where these little green things came out of it, like offshoots.
Yeah.
And it never like bloomed like a herm, but I knew those were like little male flowers, but they never developed. And it really did look like an alien plant. I was like, I wonder if that just does that. But then I was reading about it, and it was like, no, that was shitty seeds.
Well, that's how I crossed the Skywalker. I actually fucked around and hermied the plant. I hermied it
Okay.
because it was too tall.
Uh-huh.
You do bad shit to it, and
Right,
if you
right.
keep doing bad shit to grow, it will herming on you.
It'll herm you. Yeah. I got a herm. What'll really screw you is when your lights go out, when the power goes out during a storm or something, and that happened to me. And then one of my plants hermed, and I got like crosses of. But you know what? I was like, so I've got free seeds. So what?
Right.
And really, because I did feminized plants, those seeds are technically feminized.
Right, exactly.
So I just
Exactly.
used them. I didn't
Yep.
care. I'm not trying to sell my shit. I'm just
Right.
smoking it.
So
I didn't
I'll
give a
be
shit.
honest with you. The people actually wanted the seeds more than the grass itself.
Yeah. My buddy,
That
it's
was
true.
when things got weird. 'Cause
Yeah.
When I was young, you were like, "Fuck seeds." Well,
Yeah,
stems and
that's
seeds.
true.
Fuck that. Now,
Yeah.
now, if someone finds a seed, they're like,
Uh-huh. Oh, out of this bag of weed right here, this Death Star, because
Yeah.
it's really a clone only strain.
Right.
This is really only found clone only. I found 2 seeds
Wow. See?
and I saved them. And
Yeah, it's
even though
like
I'm not
a
growing
present,
right
you know?
now, I saved them because I can
Yeah.
always grow one plant. Like you said, you can grow one plant if you wanted to,
and
just
you never
for
know
fun.
when
Maybe
the
use 'em as
apocalypse is going to
trade
come
bait.
along, you know?
It's true.
And you're going to have to grow corn and wheat.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
true.
Luckily, I have friends that breed. My buddies in Masscan that breed marijuana seeds, and they breed like good qualities into them, like bug resistance and powdery mildew resistance and stuff like that. I've
Yeah.
been around them in conversations. It's just so
Wow.
interesting. They're too smart for me. But
Well, spider mites, they're the devil, Bobby.
I
they
hate
say.
spider mites. What is the point of spider mites? I hate them.
Well, and
It's such a
Sunshine always
ruin
says
your
there's
grow.
a reason for everything. Sunshine says there's a reason for everything, and I always come up with things that I'm like, look, you know what? If we killed all the fleas in the world or all the mosquitoes, we kill all the mosquitoes. She's like, birds would starve. I'll be like, dude, you know how many diseases? They were like one of the biggest killers in the world is
Yeah.
mosquitoes.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't know that
yeah.
you. Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
no, and you know, wasp. What are wasps doing? You
Yeah, I hear
know?
people say wasps a lot. What's the point of wasps?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's something that's got me stunned is how the fuck are wasps somehow crawling through the fucking seal on our kitchen windows?
Ooh, oof.
Mm.
There's a
there's
nest
no
in the
space.
wood. They like wood.
Mm.
Some
they're
breeds of
getting
wasps
through-
like
I
them.
literally watched a wasp crawl
Hello.
from through the weather ceiling in the window. How do they flatten themselves to
Yeah, I mean-
microns?
Scary,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's
Yeah.
Just come
crazy.
right through the window like that. Like,
All right, well, I've gone 45 minutes over my time, so we're gonna
Hey,
take
Mike,
this in the back, and I'm gonna end the stream. Everybody
He's-
back in the back.
all
I'm
four of us.
taking all
Yeah.
out back.
He said,
That sounds really bad. Anyway, I don't care. Anyway,
Cheers.
end this tonight, guys. Have a good night. Love yous. See you during the week.
through
End the
window.
stream, Justine.